Can't lie, it's my team. I run it my way. This is what I wanted to see against PSG. In reality, I didn't see no slackers. I didn't see nothing. But we'll get into that. Smash the like buttons and all of that good stuff. Please, people, pick up my late night ones and everyone watching this on replay. Spin this. Win, lose, score, pays up, we freeze up. Hey, you lot tuned in. Me shut up. Like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, man. Come on. They done Ian right. Dirty in it when the VAR goal disallowed our thing in it, and it also did me dirty on TalkSport 1,000,000%. But it is what it is. Win, lose, draw, A's up to freeze up. Appreciative to you lot, especially you lot that don't support Arsenal. That I hear it, you know. Any Arsenal fan can get it. It is what it is. We're gonna get into the game, but smash the like button, people. Obviously, if you've been living under a rock, I can't imagine you aren't. In the first leg of this semi-final draw, where Arsenal against PSG is concerned, they've obviously beat us at the Emirates, and it is what it is. We've got a lot to discuss, man. I've obviously got friends that went to the game and went to the, you know, the Palace game before this and have spoken about the atmosphere. Some will remind me to touch on that point later. Obviously, the obvious, you know, we're a goal down. We have to do Mission Impossible in Paris. We need a goal minimum as it stands, assuming Paris Saint-Germain don't score. To get something out of the game, and what shall be shall be. We got to be braced for extra time. We got to be braced for a lot of things. Now, you know what? Smash the like button and big up you lot, people. But I just got 1-2 thoughts off my chest, man. And there's so much things that I would like to speak about. You know, again, it's almost an Arsenal therapy session, of course. I hope my mic's working and everything as well. Let me check. Yeah, I am. The first thing I'll say is, I'll get to the obvious last, man, losing and all of that. But the first thing I'll say is, anyone that follows me on this platform, I know we have a laugh and a joke, and you know, I'm a fan of football at its purest level, and I'm appealing to anyone that listens to speak about football from a purest level. We've got no given right to win any game. We've got no given right to win anything, and that goes for every team. What you do owe yourself and owe it to your fans, owe it to your families, all that kind of stuff. Owe it to yourself. A football career is short. Forget all this nonsense. We're not even nonsense, but in the grand scheme of life, it's nonsense if you want to look at football and living your dream at another realm. But I'm an Arsenal fan till I die. I've been here 30 years. By God's grace, there's many moons. These footballers, you might not win trophies. You might not play in games of this magnitude. You might not play against managers and opposition of PSG stature or Real Madrid ever again in your life. So I believe in the present moment, yeah, you have to live in that. And really, first things first, enjoy it and put in a performance that is applicable to the occasion. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. You got to look every one of those Arsenal players in their faces, and Mikel Arteta and the coaching staff, and say, did we put our best foot forward? Did we, whatever we worked on the training front, did that happen in the game? 1,000,000% it did not. Now, if we break it down, the game, again, away from the fact that it's the semi-finals and it's Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal could win a trophy and, you know, somewhat put a positive spin on our season, forget all of that. That game, when you park that off for a sec, that game is what we've seen a lot of times in the Premier League, you know. And I'm not here to get at any single player and manager and all of this sort of stuff, but it's the reality. Mikel Arteta, it's the same things I say. There's a lot I applaud you about as a manager, and of course, I'm not here to dish you, but it's bang on the money in that, whether it worked or not. You thought of a mad plan of how you can stop PSG, whether it worked, which it did not from minute one, before we get into that, work. You're going to stick to that, and you stuck to that. You know, I was on TalkSport, and I was wrong about one thing. It happened in added on time, but I was like, when we're talking about subs, 85th, I said, watch, we're going to sub someone on in the 85th minute. That's on brand. I'm not criticizing Mikel Arteta necessarily. If you watch our football club and you support Arsenal, that is what you see. We bring on subs when the game's kind of gone. Now, we'll get into stuff. No clue what Wanyeri, and he could have been involved in a goal. Martinelli on brand, poor finishing. He could have been involved in a goal, but what is a man meant to do in 5 minutes? I know football's magical, and in the last round, nobody saw Declan Rice scoring 2 free kick great goals and things of that ilk here, but it's on brand. We're not changing things. Luis Enrique and PSG deserve their credit. It's bang on the money in that. Luis Enrique was street smart. He used his subs when he did, and Arteta, again, the subs, we need to use more. He used his subs when he did. We gave them an opportunity, they took it, and it weren't on brand. The one thing we could say about our football club, even that, though you lot slate me for sitting here and saying, I don't think we defend to the same standards that we did last season. I don't smell the same defensive blood in the air. I think that was on brand today. The one thing you could say about Arsenal, whether there's injuries and all of that, were compact, were difficult to break down. That was a big talking point going into the game. I'd like to thank the Lord, first things first, because really we're very lucky that it is only 1-0. Ramos hit the post. I'm sure before that, Bacola came off the bench, instant impact, whatever. That's on brand. With the manager making things, doing things late, that's on brand. The brain fart of a goal 3 minutes in, take nothing away from Paris Saint-Germain, you know. Street smart, took their opportunities, their attackers, like we know in a game like this, did their defensive due diligence to a T. Kvaratskhelia, wavy. They didn't do much, but wavy. Dembele, wavy. Even Dembele dropping in that false nine. Again, they're very different, but the way Luis Enrique thinks about football is on brand with what Arteta's doing. They like strikers, but they're not really on that. Even Dembele's initial dropping deep, he was really deep. He was doing all of that Odegaard stuff, very deep. Go and watch the build up to his goal in several phases where, again, people are not compact, people are not following runners. And I mentioned the atmosphere moment earlier, yeah, because people in the grounds in the last 2 games have said that it ain't really been there, which has been on brand with the players. It's nice to beat Real Madrid, but it's nice to beat Real Madrid, but PSG, you don't want it to stop here. And again, have no regrets. As I said, I'm all about performance, you know. Have no regrets. If you put your best foot forward and you defend and attack and do all of that you need to, and the other men across the pitch were the better players, fair enough, which they were. But you didn't make them work. Moment of brilliance, great. You didn't make them work. Didn't. And now you got it all to do. But it's on brand. It's on brand. It really is on brand. Now, if we break down the game from a tactical point of view, before that, the first thing I would say, on brand with putting in a performance, big Arsene Wenger. Yeah, he been in the Champions League since he left. Big Arsene Wenger's at the ground, and he ain't really turned up at the Emirates. We're in the big time again. First time since 2009. It's very romantic that the stadium he helped pay off. You know, we're playing in it in the big time. The couple players are coming from the academy. We all know where Wenger was with that, and that's the performance we put in. I'm sure all of you, none of your friends and family must have been dinging off your phone. Can you get me a ticket? And that people probably not talking to you. If you know Declan Rice, I'm not even getting at Rice. He was one of our better players, but his box in the ground must be filled to the brim with friends and family and plus ones, and that's what you want to do. And forget that yourselves, because I'm not here to say the players didn't care. You know, notice I haven't said that. I don't think anyone that's got half a brain. The players are obviously who wouldn't want to win. But it's the same old things. It's the same old tactics, not switching things up. So very predictable. It's the same old brain farts or moments in concentration, 3 minutes in. Even if I'm honest, I have to watch it again. Saka, you could have probably helped Timber out, but there's several phases. Timber actually rise. Saka, the whole team is disjointed. You're not following runners. Being solid defensively and making it difficult for a team of their magnitude is bang on the money. We're not getting the ball to Saka quick enough. We're going long unnecessarily with the Real Madrid. What we did made Real Madrid do. We had to do it. There's only so many times you could do that. I felt initially we're going forward, like we're just knocking it. It's not going to bang with Trossard. Obviously, we got a bit of joy. The third minute in it, it's all down the shitter, really. Couple fans, you know, there must have been delays on the TFL and whatnot, but you know, a couple fans probably didn't even get into the ground and were a goal down, so that weren't good enough there. But and I know things go wrong sometimes, but bro, semi-finals of the Champions League, you cannot start that first half an hour. If I'm being nice to you lot, the first half an hour like that. The first half an hour, I'd even say I'd say 35 minutes. I think towards the end of the first half, cool, started to look like you can make things happen, and not make things happen, but you ended the half strongly. One of those games where when your team's finally in it now, you don't want the half to end. Unfortunately, that's not how football works. Now, credit where due. Naturally, you know, the managers obviously, if I was Mikel Arteta, I'd sit there and say, you lot talk it out together. I would sit here and say, gentlemen, I'm not gonna insult your intelligence. You know, you're all grown men. You ain't played well enough. You know this, but I'm gonna add my 2 pence and say I'm being fucking shit at this moment in time. I have to take responsibility, but you're not moving fucking shit. The Real Madrid thing means nothing, and it was all gonna be for nothing if you don't. Now, with that being said, obviously, if you're Luis Enrique, you probably think he could get another goal. They're gonna ramp up the pressure. Everyone knew the second half was gonna kick off like that. Credit to the players. I think you started the second half very well. I think generally the second half was a massive improvement on the first. Obviously, VAR is what it is. You know, Nicholas Hover done his homework. It is what it is. And again, as I said, with certain things being on brand, no solutions, no real options off the bench, kind of the same old player standing up to be counted, you know. Martinelli and Trossard, broski, come on. Less so on Trossard. I think that was a dead shot, but Martinelli, There's not a bigger Arsenal fan than me, than Martinelli. I probably support Martinelli more than some of his family members, but broski. And again, there's only so mad you can get at it. There's only so mad you can get at it. Because on brand, I've seen this a million times, but still, Trossard, still. And again, this is why, again, we know we're going to try and hopefully our Champions League thing don't end, but this is kind of our problems. We have saw this at several points last year. We're very fortunate we didn't concede a couple of goals. We had chances, we didn't take them. Martin Odegaard, I still think he's carried an injury, and I'm not saying get at the captain and stuff, but it's ineffective, bro. It's ineffective. It's unacceptable. I think, not that you've been playing amazing this season, but let's say you've come back to this level, cool, you're injured, not really doing stuff. I feel it's dropped now. I feel it's dropped even more. And we can't afford to carry players. And I'm not saying he's the only one, but we can't afford to carry people. Whether we can play someone else, I don't know. For me, the only thing Nwaneri can't do is, and it's going to sound mad, whatever, well, obviously, but whatever Mikel Arteta wants him to do off the ball, you know, he micromanage, I need you to stand here, all the stuff that Odegaard, I guess, has to do. I don't think he's up to speed with that off the ball. On it, he can do it. It's getting to that point. I'm not necessarily saying do that against PSG. I don't think that is going to happen. And I'm not saying it's the right or wrong thing, but you have to try something else now. You have to try something else. I wouldn't say Declan Rice was amazing and this, that, head and shoulders above you. And a bunch of boys. Miles Lewis-Skelly, if I don't do man of the match when we lose and all that, but Lewis-Skelly, real G. You just understand it. Saliba and Kivior. I think you lot did your thing, but even towards the end of the game when PSG had a couple chances, they could have nicked it. You're losing your discipline. Kivior charging out of nowhere. Some good moments from Saliba reaction, but they started moving mad. Timber, I think he was okay. Testy day. Karachki looked bad boy. Saka, don't think he was terrible. Obviously, things got agenda. Ineffective, had a shot on target. I will say this. You see the moment Saka was booked, obviously for kicking the ball away. How is that a free kick? How is that a free kick? Mendes, good game today. Might have been a moment for us. It weren't good enough today. If your name, for me, if your name's not Marino, if your name's not Lewis-Skelly, if your name's not to a degree Raya, Saliba, Kivior, with a little bit of a discount with them, man. Declan Rice, he ain't do nothing, really. But it doesn't matter if one person did well and the other person didn't do well. You're all in this together. I'm not interested in that. The main thing for me is you did not put your best foot forward. Now, yes, it is only 1-0. We have to thank our lucky stars that it's not anything more. And the reality is you're going to have to approach the game a lot differently from a mental point of view, first thing, because for whatever reason, you didn't approach it in the best way. You didn't. I don't know why. And Real Madrid, cool, respectfully, PSG is not Real Madrid, but at the same time, you saw what life could be like if you equipped yourself well, if you start games well, if you believe, if you do all those things, you see what could happen. You didn't. If it ends 0-0 in the second leg, you're going to look back at this first leg. Now, I flip that and hope PSG look at their missed chances and you should have killed us when we had when you had your opportunity, but you shot yourself in the foot. And one of the people I was on TalkSport with, they raised a good point in the sense of, obviously, the Premier League, Liverpool have won it, but I wouldn't say we've thrown it away, but there's been changes made for a couple of weeks now, give or take. Could you flip it and say we're at the point of momentum now? Like the best team, I know it sounds mad, but what's left of this Champions League, which we hope is at least 2 more games, and the Prem, is it just playing the best team now? Like, not that we've got the bodies to pick from. And obviously, maybe a Nwaneri and for Odegaard and things of that ilk, but is it just a case of just playing the same team? Could look going cold, because he made a point about that kind of happened to Paris Saint-Germain. But I think this game, if I isolate it away from what it means, it's on brand with a lot of reasons as to why we've not got over the line, or just many Premier League games. Individuals. Because even Martin Odegaard, like, broski, whether you're injured or whatever at this point, you either need to come out the team to protect you, or you need to perform, play a lot of games now. Played a lot of games. Even the players that nothing to scream and shout about. This game also showed football decided at both ends why we probably needed a Magalhaes in there. No excuse, because the team out there could have done better. But why you might need a Magalhaes out there, proper centre-half, not dissing Kivior, because you're not really a talking point per se of the game. We have to thank our lucky stars once again that chances weren't taken. And we all know we need a striker, speaking of chances taken. But I always waffle about the midfield. Some of you have been following me for a very long time. You always make the running jokes about DG really wants to centre midfielder. You ain't got Partey, which evidently you move Rice now. It's Marino. It's all messed now. Like we got some players that are in a rich run of form, whether it's someone like Marino who's just joined the club, or Rice, who some were questioning his first half of the season. We're having to tweak things essentially. It's one thing talking about Partey, which obviously he got himself the yellow, and it is what it is. But this is why you need depth. And on top of that, it's one thing talking about Partey. Bro, Jorginho's needed today. Forget everything. And if Jorginho would have got overran and all of that, because he got some fucking temperament about him. Boys, calm down, play ball. Because that's what was needed. I didn't even, away from all that stuff. Bro, you lot didn't enjoy today. You didn't enjoy today. PSG did. Dembele did. Every now and again, the camera's panning to the ultras and whatnot. They did. Fans didn't. The gaffer didn't. You sure as hell didn't. It's what it is, man. Like, tomorrow when we do live streams and that, I'll obviously do the rounds and tactical stuff and all of that kind of stuff. But today football's a simple game, you know. Complicated by a lot of idiots, man. Arteta shooting himself in football. It is what it is, man. That is what it is at this point, folks. Like, what can you do about it? What can you say? That's my sentiment done, man. Smash the like, not done, but smash the like button. Let me see you lot's thoughts. Big up to you, Deluded, in the chat. Massive game. Hopefully we can celebrate a great first leg with. See what you're doing to my guy Abdullah. He commented that at 9:07 a.m. My guy, man. Skip was hiding. You call him Wonder Guard, yet he hides every game. Trash guard. I'll hold that. I do call him Wonder Guard, class vision, and he's still all of that, but he's moving mad. Why is that one thing in YouTube? Yeah, if I rate a player or don't rate a player, like if I don't rate Kivior, for example, and he has a good game, why do I have to maintain that he's shit or he's played shit? Or likewise, because I like Odegaard, why can't I do the obvious? I don't know about all the other YouTube stuff, but like, and you lot run banter, but those of you that hear on a frequent basis, you know, I don't get down like that. Essentially, like, Odegaard's not doing the business. And if you want my honest opinions on Odegaard, I look at it in a twofold. And this is like, but it's too late for the PR stuff. I'm not selling you. I'm trying to play you back into form. Forget this season. I'm trying to mess with you. Pause. Yeah, defo, in case. But upgrades are needed, you know. Because if we do address, in an ideal world, we address all the other areas, there needs to be someone to provide some competition. You better pray to God that one year we don't get up to speed off the ball. Because if he asks his Miles Lewis Skelly for whatever tuition, extra tutoring he was doing to get his look in, it could get long. I was having dark thoughts watching that. I was thinking, bro, yeah, I'd love to call for Fabio Vieira. I'm not saying he would have been it, but you're on big money, Odegaard. You can't afford to have another season like this. Of course, bad moments happen to every footballer, but you can't afford this. I think he's a better footballer than Bruno Fernandes, as I've always said. But you know the one thing I wish you had, Martin Odegaard? And I'm not even criticizing you, Ben. You're a man, you're a captain. Bruno's on dragging his team through. Say what you want about that. He's on dragging his team through. And there's a couple men in our team that are on that. Let's not lie. Whether it's right to say or not. Kai Havertz would have been good today. He just should have been. I thought Sterling was going to come on. But it is what it is, man. What's you lot's thoughts, man? But yeah, he was horrible today. Odegaard, he was dead. He's been dead for a minute. Like, yeah. You got honest. You was involved in the Madrid goal. You did all right against Ipswich. You technically got an assist against Crystal Palace, but you're a better player than this. It's not good enough. You're one of the oldest young G's there. Like, you're the Capitano, and I'm not asking you to shout and scream. And I'm trying to see you. I was watching the game, and you obviously Arteta's doing his antics on the sidelines. His heat map is definitely more than yours in midfield today. And yeah, obviously, if I watched the game, Odegaard was obviously running up and down, and I'm not criticizing him on an idiot thing, but bro, you're not being seen. I know it's different positions in that, but bro, like some of you should be seeing a young 18-year-old in Miles Lewis Skelly, who ironically made his Champions League debut in that game in October against PSG, and he's obviously got the England cap and all the things have happened. We are relying on him a lot more this season than a lot of you. He's had a better game against a team of PSG standards, where players have won stuff, played in big games, and the Real Madrid one. Some of you should be looking around. Some of you should feel a sense of guilt. Now, Mikel Arteta, you need to a degree, reinvent yourself for next season. You need to find a way for low blocks. You need to find plan Bs. You need to get better with subs. That's what I feel for all the good points you have. But yeah, Odegaard, it comes back to what we know, innit? The depth of the squad. Because I know we dumped out Real Madrid, but we ain't got no little, historically throughout that time, little Vasquez or Brahim Diaz that's going to come off the bench and score. It's dark, but could Eddie okay have been useful? You see, Arsenal, you're making me The Madrid game made me dream. This one's making me, oh, mate, being a football fan's crazy. Get Odegaard out of my club. He's not my captain. He's not an Arsenal player from here on in my eyes. Clown. Arteta kept this guy on the pitch for 8-9 minutes. Why was Mustafi allowed back at the Emirates? Damn, calm down, man, Shakio. Told people about that Odegaard brother. Vitai was moving to him. And that was the battle we spoke about, because naturally, when they've got possession, probably a bit different owing to not having certain players available. But you'd imagine, like, Vitai is all about the place. And the one thing he probably needs to add to his game is goals. But he's going to drop and try and receive it off the centre half as they're committed to play it out from the back. Now, that's normally Odegaard's job, or give or take whoever's up front, right? But then it's the flip side when it happens to him. You'd imagine Vitai is going to follow it. It is what it is. What did we say going into this game? For me, the main thing was, yeah, we've got players with some individual quality and guys that might just do some mad moments, even if they're not necessarily anything to scream and shout about. But I wanted to approach this game in a sense of, cool, PSG are better, way better than us on the ball. We're better than them, arguably, not today, but arguably we're better than them off it. Make that happen. Now, there's going to be elements where they're going to have to defend better than us, and we're going to have to be better with the ball than them. Obviously, that's how football works, but that was a cheap goal. Nothing from PSG. Good from them. Competent work from them. Competent work from them. We played stupid games. We won stupid prizes. And that's what sucks. I'm not going to say I'm happy with losing, but I don't mind losing, you know. It comes with sport. Anyone that doesn't accept losing, liking is not the right word. Stop watching this sport. But you can't go to sleep and sleep well. All of you could, well, apart from, not that we can, Marino, Rice, Miles Lewis-Skelly, the two centre-halves, not of them man's level, but to the centre-halves. All of you lot can play against Bournemouth. You can't be tired. No way in hell. I know physios and we got a rest, but none of you could be tired. None of you could be tired. I will say, Trossard, to be fair to you, I will say, I think there was a bit more heart from you in the second half. But it doesn't all come back to this, but indirectly, it all kind of piles back to the market, man. Like, you look around, you're like, well, we need some Stardust, bro. Like, I don't think these players were amazing per se, and they look as good today as they do in their YouTube reels. But I'm watching the game, and Kvaratskhelia was good, of course. Looking at him, thinking, boy, we could do that on our left-hand side. Doué wasn't even doing anything. There's one time he stopped the ball, and fair play, I saw Martinelli do it at the Bernabeu, but it weren't the drippy one. He was doing the Neymar thing for no reason. I was like, we need guys like Dembele. We need guys that we need some guys. We need guys. There's a lot you need to do tactically. We need better players, man. I'm not even dissing the players. Like, this is the reality of the situation. Like, yeah, it's romantic. And they're not necessarily the reasons, but Kivio there, Marino there, this one there, that one there. But, bro, football's not romantic like life to a degree, you know. It comes about competency. There's haves and have-nots. And we don't have that right now. We're not going to get to the next level without it. Whether you promote that in-house, cool. You hit a lick with Saka. Hit a lick with Miles Lewis-Skelly. Wanyeri, Phil Foden, we're going to have some very uncomfortable conversations when Wanyeri has his little breakout moment. Very uncomfortable. But we need the Yokerezes and the Isaacs and this one and that one. Obviously, I'm not saying we're necessarily going to sign them, but you get the point. Well, this is what's going to happen. But as I said, with the missed chances, the individuals missing the chances, the timing of the subs, the tactics and when it goes wrong, and, you know, the brain farts, the missed opportunities on the field. This is, how many times have we seen that in a season? All to do in Paris, man. Like, that's what it is. Like, we weren't good enough. Go out there and win on Saturday and win on Tuesday and just keep moving, man. But you can't help but be jealous. Not jealous, but jealous, because I actually think Arteta thinks a lot like Luis Enrique. I've said that in the build-up to this game, and I see it. And that's not to praise or boy Arteta, but man, they're Spanish, La Masia, all that kind of stuff. They look at football the same way. But Luis Enrique's thing is you're one on steroids, and I think Luis Enrique understands I can only get so far with certain man in the team. Like, I need certified ones. I'm not saying Arteta hasn't done this, but look at the way Dembele works off the ball. Remember Dembele got dropped for the game in October, owing to how Luis Enrique is trying to change the what PSG are doing and make them more of a team. It's as mad as it sounds. We would have probably done better today if they still had Messi, Neymar, and Neymar, and Mbappe. They got great individuals, great individual qualities, good manager, tactics, all that stuff, and they're working. I'm not saying we're not, but this is the level. This is the semi-finals now. It's unacceptable performance for a semi-finals. Unacceptable. You let yourselves down. Now, the good news and the bad news is life goes on. Now, you lot can feel sorry for yourselves and woe is me, or you can attempt to do better. If you want to do the woe is me thing, tell Arteta you don't want to play for the rest of the season. Because what I won't have is my football club getting back in the Champions League and performing like that. I'm not saying it's the worst performance I've even seen necessarily this season in Champions League, but you're not making it difficult. Our record, because cool, this is the first time, ironically, PSG beat us. This is, 1-1 if you want to be shameless in the Champions League, but you sent a statement against Real Madrid. You look at the domestic top six. Obviously, the Emirates is, in terms of atmosphere, we ain't Anfield and St. James's Park, and mind you, a couple of probably lower league and championship clubs, but from a footballing point of view, it's known as a difficult place. We probably get more plaudits with foreign managers and the foreign kind of viewing of football, even down to, was it this season? An Italian journalist was praising Bukayo Saka and giving him credit for how he reacted to the missed penalty and all of that. I don't really care about that or care about from a domestic point of view, but people are rating you. It's like you telling me that this guy is the craziest fighter in the world and he's going to be the best boxer. I'll go watch him and he's just getting punched up. You lied. The world's watching. And you know what the saddest thing is? We're going to feel shame. If you don't feel shame, you need to leave the club. There's no way. When you lot are driving in your nice cars and going home, probably getting home at whatever, you're going to go to sleep and like, raw. And some of you are going to watch the game again. For all the videos that came out, and I'm not even dissing it necessarily, but for all the videos that came out, they are on Adidas and Arsenal and, Mikel Arteta talking about, we bring your boots and all that stuff that he said against Madrid. People that go to the game, I'm not saying this is me, but people that have been to the last two games have questioned the atmosphere. So as a club, do we really need to pick it up? Because again, the players, as much as the fans are going to be up for Real Madrid or weren't up for PSG, the fans will be up for it or not. But if the fans weren't up for it and they see you moving, remember that it's a two-way street. Sometimes the players are looking scared and we got to give them confidence, and sometimes vice versa and all of that. But if you're looking shook, fans are going to be shook. We can only comment on what we're seeing. Lethargic more than anything. You've had rest. You never played at the weekend. So what's going on? Keep it moving, man. Smash the likes. Total chat GPT generated robot tactics he copied from Pep that won't amount to anything because he ain't Pep. If he didn't go full reach so after 2022-23, maybe an original style of play. Good evening. He's up to he frees up. Come on, man. It's not over until it's over. Believe could have been a worse scoreline. You know me, I'm not really with that, but end of the day, bro, just keep going. How did it go? Foxy, brother, I'm not having it from Newcastle, mate. Oh, you know what? Hey, Foxy, I mean, what are you asking me? Are you talking about the game or are you talking about where I went? You know what? Delicate moments. I think everyone's getting at me. Shoot first, ask questions later. What you saying? I'm here, man. Got thank God that I'm here. We made a mess of that game. What was the first half tactics? We were slow, got spacing, marking all wrong. Too many gaps, bro. You can't play against a serious team, a serious and attacking team and cry and not defend compactly and properly and expect it to go right. Why was Dembele free? Why did we switch off at the end? Bacola and Ramos missed sitters. When you find out, let me know, man. It's not over. There's a second leg, but man, that performance wasn't the best showing. Odegaard needs to step up or be dropped. Odegaard is finished. He needs to be a sub. This guy has no ego to go up the levels. Big up DG. Roll to 70k. Smash the likes and sub. Martinelli missed two sitters. Trossard missing. Good save from Donnarumma. To be fair, goes to guard. I get this guy at the club. Same old. But like, brother, I'm not being funny. Best part of 2 years now, if not more. I'm not dissing Martinelli. I love him, but we've been seeing you miss sitters. Trossard been missing sitters. These are guys that are not in double figures in the Premier. And big up Trossard, you've been finding your feet of late. Martinelli form of sorts, but we've been here. What about the other 20-odd games? And this is off the back of really the season being it is what it is. It's all played out. Like we go into August trying to win everything, seeing it goes. It's too little too late. But we knew that last season. As frustrating as it is, we knew all of this. They were still there when we played Real Madrid. It just worked out for us, and credit to the players. They were still there. Our shortcomings as a football club, unfortunately, maybe there's one or two new things, but the majority of stuff around depth, around being clinical, around brain farts, around plan Bs, around, certain, players going through form and certain players, carrying the team, they've all been there. Nothing changes. And it's upsetting as well, more than anything, because not to say we've been the best in Europe, but if we were to do a performance review of how we performed in all four competitions, yeah, cool. We got into a League Cup final. I mean, we definitely didn't. League Cup semi-finals, apologies. We could have been in one, We didn't give our best account of ourselves in the 2 legs against Newcastle. Big them up, fair play. But we did get to a semi-finals. FA Cup was a shit show. We all know this. Don't want to insult any of you lot's intelligence. But if you did want to do the positive thing, you could say, you know what? We hold that. We know we missed our chances. We know we had a penalty. Penalties is the lottery, essentially. We shouldn't have got there. Credit to United down to 10 men, but it's the lottery. Cool. Say that Premier League, there's nothing. We got smoked. 13 draws, 3-4 losses. It's unacceptable, and everything in between. The Champions League's been it's been good. Fair enough. We lost to PSG today, in where we could save ourselves next week, but we beat them in October. You know, we've had some lows, obviously the Inter and Atalanta ones, but we've competed in those games. You know, we smashed PSV, we smashed Sporting, the madness against Real Madrid, Wanyeri screamers against Girona. The Champions League run's been okay. Not saying that necessarily gives us the right to win it. So why not play to those standards? It is what it is, man. The one thing I'd say, if I had to say I'm vexed about anything from Arteta, bro, the Wanyeri sub, I'll be real. Yo, the Wanyeri sub, like, fam. Bro, I know I'm not a manager, and I don't back you religiously. You think you're going to take us to the promised land and that, nor do I think you're terrible when, you know, when people move like he's just rubbish and whatnot. And I know you understand more about football than me and all of that stuff. But as a humble Arsenal fan and an armchair expert and someone chatting shit on YouTube, what do you expect a man to do in 5 minutes? Cool if he, you know, he comes off the bench and scores. We've seen that in football. Really? And I know he was almost ironically involved in something, a bit like Bacola, really. But what was annoying me, I know it's different stuff and whatnot, but I'm seeing them leading, us having our frustrations. And Enrique's reacting. I'm seeing him sub. Their players are warming up. Now, I'm not saying just because they got to do it, we're doing it. But bearing in mind, I'm coming into this game. This isn't necessarily something new to me as an Arsenal fan. I'm thinking about subs and whatnot. If we're going to improve next season, there's a lot of stuff Arteta needs to arrest. And forget improving next season, bro. You need to improve today. You're playing on Saturday. I need to see a better performance against Bournemouth. Yeah, Prem's gone, all of that jazz. But Bournemouth are a team with very good players, with a very good coach. We're also playing at home. We need to build momentum. It starts to become a nasty place if you keep dropping points, you know, as we've seen when we've gone through that. I'd say one of the lowest points this season, beyond the obvious. That in a run around, I'm sure Nottingham Forest away. I can't be sure if we was winning or losing games, but there was a stage this season we're just chugging along, like we're just existing, like no one's really up for it. The gaffer don't look like he's up for it. The players don't look like they're up for it. Fans wish sure as hell not up for it. We've seen this before, man, but doesn't make it any more disappointing, man. It is what it is, but yeah, man. That game was like the West Ham game. Just Dross, why are you playing allowed and had no intent to score? Bro, they let themselves down yet again in another semi-final. How number 8 lasted 90 is crazy. Still, man, can't even say his name. Luis Enrique restoring the fields at the Emirates, Vengable. We will qualify. Partey playing will change the context. I hear that, but even if Partey plays out of his skin, 10 out of 10, what going for the other players? Because Declan Rice scored 2 screamers, but against Real Madrid. But everybody else fucking turn up. Man of the match, arguably Rice at Bernabeu. But Marino was local. Martinelli had a good game. Saka was doing his thing. Everybody was doing what needed to be done. Only couple man looked like they understood today. Obviously, we need to watch the goal back and whatnot. But I think, Raya, you understood. You was trying to do the Ramsdale thing, rally the fans. And I saw that a couple of times from people. Raya, cool. I can't really look your way. Maybe the goal could have done better. Looked like you saw it late, but the damage is done in it. I can't. No one can blame Raya because Dembele has been involved in the goal. Apologies, people. Bless me. Dembele's been involved in the goal and he started the run from his own half, following runners. Fair enough. I'm only a Sunday league footballer, but following runners is a given. It's not happened. Raya, no energy. Saliba, I think you understood the assignment. I think initially, though, Saliba, there was one moment in the first 10 minutes, you was dilly-dallying. Timber, I think you tried. Had good battle against Kariskila. They can't, you never got ripped. Kivio and Gabriel, Kivio and Saliba. I think last 20 minutes is the only time I was looking at you. Look, Marino, I think you tried very hard today. Rice, I think you tried. Saka 5 out of 10. Trossard reaction in the second half, I'll give you that. Martinelli, the work rate is there. The ability is not, unfortunately, in moments like this. And No one would be more happier than me seeing Martinelli. Imagine waking up one day and Martinelli's decision making is, let's say, let's be humble. Let's say a 5, 6 out of 10. He'd be a dramatically better player, man. It could be a Luis Diaz thing, but it's the same old, man. Same old. Even though I might even be in a bit harsh, but bro, Donnarumma read that. I can't tell a professional footballer anything about finishing, but when you're watching it, bro, you've opened up your body, pause, you're clocking what's going on. Trossard's one. I think it is a good save, but he didn't strike it cleanly. We still have a chance in Paris, man. That was a pen on Cara as well. We got lucky. I never saw it. Is that the Timber one? I never saw it. Like I said on Talksport, I never saw it. I never saw it. I have to watch it again, different angles. Got to thank the Lord. I'm not gonna lie, man. I thought Marino had a pen, man. That João Neves. Fair play, lad. Fair play, João Neves, lad. Tackle, lad. Marino, you was local. I can't ever say anything about Marino. You was local. Same old, same old. Oh, the goal being disallowed for VAR. That moment. And that's happened a few times, man. I think that was worse than when did that happen to me? Fulham. Yeah, Fulham. When that happened against Fulham, that was sad. VAR is horrible, man. All my life, VAR is horrible. Horrible, man. I wonder if I'm getting buoyed in the Talksport comments off topic. Shall I look? Let me find the vid. Because you know what's weird, yeah? I see some people hating on me in the comments on these videos. But then they go on my channel and start saying like good vid in that. I never understand, man. No, that's not it. Just want to see the comments. Oh, wow. Fair play. Still refreshing. Did they cut up any clips? Oh, only the one. That's calm. Are they buying it? Fair play. Good day. Weren't getting buoyed. But yeah, staying on task, man. Let me scroll the way up, man. Let me scroll the way up. I'm buoying you lot, man. I'm buoying you lot. It's nice to be here, man. It's nice to be here. Odegaard has 0 accountability as well. I wouldn't even say that. You're just soft. Unfortunately, you're just soft. Like, it's just the reality of it. There's no point dissing him. Yeah, I know, Foxy, man. No, do you know what it is, Foxy? I'll be honest, since we're here late, yeah. When you boy Arsenal, when we're doing our normal streams, it's like when you boy us, you got the low blows, pause. But yeah, it went fine, man. Beyond the obvious, it went fine. Beyond the obvious, man. But yeah, with Odegaard, I don't think you lack accountability. You're just not that guy. Like, bro, you might just have to get dragged along. You could be about, but you're in the trenches. Like, it's the same old guys in the trenches. It's the same old players, man. And I'm not even saying it's a mentality thing, but they're like the understanding what we're trying to do as a football club, like the understanding where we're trying to go. You understand that if I had my way, understanding what needs to happen, man. You know, like Odegaard, bro, the pressure is getting up, man. Listen, I'm not gonna sell my Odegaard stocks, but the bear market is cold, man. But you might have to get demoted. You might be able to be one of the guys, but not one of the guys. Like, you might not be the poster boy. Part of the I know we didn't win the Champions League, but Odegaard, like, seen Cesc Fabregas score a penalty for us when he broke his leg in the Champions League game. But they seen that. Like, forget the fact that Jack Wilshere was a teenager. I ain't seen you put in a performance at that level in the champs. Uncomfortable conversations. You done the Lewis Skelly thing. Obviously, you're not a left back, but even the way Lewis Skelly get the ball in midfield, just understand. Hey, Timber, shout out Timber as well, because there was a couple of times PSG were breaking, and obviously you got to keep it composed of the thing in it. But it's the peak ones. I'm like, Timber, please get there. And he gets there. It was dark, man. It was dark today, man. It's not over till it's over, but it was dark, man. And if you got any ideas of playing like that in Paris, forget it. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. You know, my phone has been ringing off as well. Good thing it's on silent. I wasn't even watching other teams. I feel like Arsenal was in a good place. Like, I was in a good place, but Bodo Glint, Bilbao, please. I don't even know how the Conference League goes there, but any English teams that are in it, and you're playing against them, please. You have a friend in me for life. Shane, appreciate you. Appreciate you, my guy. Make sure you're following Shane Gooner, man. I see him on all the other platforms. A matter of time before he lands here, man. I hope, man. But again, I feel like, again, obviously, we've seen multiple times. We've seen Rodri getting injured, what that can do for City. But one player losing form, or like more in what's been a more theme of Arsenal, players getting injured, and there's too much of a drop off. Like that, it shouldn't be like this. It should not be like this. I know we're not gonna have someone of the same quality to, like, maybe when Martinelli of 2022, 23, or whatever. No, we should, but that's a terrible example. Actually, let me remake that. We're not gonna have like 10 Thomas Parties. But you might have to have parties up here and Joe Blogs. Like it might be down there, but you could do a thing. It's too much of a drop off. We're carrying too many people. Too many people. Unfortunately, too many people have not improved. And I know we're a nice club, and I'm not saying we shouldn't, and brotherhood, and let's not turn on players and things, but it's too nice. At the end of the day, we're here to make friends. We're here to win things. And it's like every job. You've got to do the job. You've got to do the business. You've got to keep improving. Some players are. Some players ain't. Falling off a cliff defensively compared to last season. Crap atmosphere as well, Library. We did not play like we wanted to win that game. That was embarrassing. We played off the park too much. All that passing back to Rye was really annoying me as well, DG. Very risky. I've seen that already. My bad. Farmers League Masterclass today. At weekend rest players. Nah, man, forget that. Maybe I'm emotional. No resting. Rest for what? None of you. Bro, there's no resting. Don't need to be rested. Funcal, I'm not going to lie. You could talk your stuff because you've started trolling for the last week. And when my team puts in a performance like how they did and yours did, fair enough, man. No atmosphere. Felt like I was the only one singing. So I'm brand, man. But is that any coincidence based on the Crystal Palace game? Arteta got scored. Emery cooked Arteta. The women's team came back in the second leg after being a goal down. It'll be a mammoth task, but it can happen. Man like Vengs was in the house. Man falling off towards the end, but then is our most successful manager ever. It's on Arteta. He let Enrique school him. Fuming DG, the Emirates stunned after the early goal and went quiet. Library, mate. The PSG fans, fair play to them. If I'm honest, boy, bar the random occasion, it's on brand. Any away fans, not Fulham in that, but like big up Fulham, but your fans are probably on brand with some of the Arsenal fans that, every away fan is going to make more noise than the Emirates, whether it's Dutch, English, Turkish, this one, that one, like other English teams. Yeah. And we knew the hooligans would turn up. If I'm being bad, man, boy, shouldn't have allowed it. In fact, I could never, but, for those that want to snitch, I swear the drums aren't allowed in. I don't agree, DG. It's on Arteta. PSG was better tactically and technically in the first half. Maybe you've misunderstood me, my boy. But maybe people correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, have I said anything? Have I not asked questions of Arteta today and in general? Like, it's not all. I'm not one of them. It's all the players. Because people, do you know what annoys me about Arsenal fans sometimes? Yeah. Today, obviously, we can have a discussion about how the clubs run and the need to buy players and money and all of that, and just have a debate about that. Anyways, people, but there's part of our fan base that will start talking about the Cronkies, watching that, start talking about the Cronkies. Oh, the Cronkies and this and that. It might be the wider thing, but today, But today, it's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. And again, for me, we've seen almost a carbon copy of this performance several times in the Premier League this season, regardless of the context. Let's be real, Saka didn't turn up today, didn't he? He's better than that. But I wouldn't say he was dead. I've got bare energy for Saka and all of that. Odegaard has been wolf. And again, we ain't got no midfield. Well, I'll go on for the attackers. Clockwork. Odegaard has been wolf for the season. Without Partey, we can't control the game in the middle. Rice had to move over to the 6 and obviously, the right-hand side and have to be a bit of a sweeper. It's dead. We're carrying people. Odegaard is the same as Jesus and Zinni. They took us up one level. Odegaard is the one who has survived up till now. He has peaked. It's Joe. It's down to him to prove people wrong, but that's what it's looking like. It's sink or swim. Couple man like that. Happened to Ramsdale. Happened to Tini. Happened to Zinchenko. Happened to Gabriel Jesus. Unpopular opinion, but popular opinion should happen to Partey. And what I mean by that is you keep Partey, but you have that I don't know, Belembo, Caicedo, you have that Lavia, you have that guy in the door, groomed into that position. So that, yeah, if Partey has a season like this, give him a new deal. We need that. It's looking like such. And that might continue to happen. Midfield needs to be addressed. If it was up to me, I don't care how you do it. You could get 2 8s, you could get 2 6s, you could get 8 and a 6. I think you need to get me some more in that midfield. Whether that's Zubamendi, and I'm not no scout and coach and telling you to sign, but clearly you need someone that's going to be the 6 if Rice is going to continue to play the 8. Could you find another one that is a bit like Rice, can do box to, not necessarily like for like in terms of skill set, but someone that could be a box to box midfielder, could be a 6, could be an 8. I'd more go for that. Of course, I would like a 8.5, 10, or someone that's going to play in Odegaard's role, but we can control the tempo without that, man. PSG didn't really have that. They just got people that can play football. They're all different. Fabio Vieira can play football. Fabio Ruiz, apologies, can play football. Neves is the destroyer, but he can play ball. Vitaya definitely can play ball. The rest of them, we just need people. By all means, get your physical specimens. Vieira was that. And I know there's no Patrick Vieira out there, but need guys that can play ball, man. Need a certain level of mentality. I'm not downplaying the Real Madrid thing, but these things are anomalies and isolated incidences. And I do think the mentality is improved. That I need it to be a given. I need, like, it doesn't surprise people that Rice is quite Captain Fantastic or Gabriel's on this way. It doesn't necessarily surprise you with Lewis Skelly, because you see what we're doing. I need a couple more people I can rely on like that. Right, there's no energy for Ryan. We can maneuver with you in goal. Obviously, if the team was lit, there was a prime check or something, yeah, then the conversation could be had. But yeah, Odegaard, it's down to, these can only be the talking points. Like, it's looking mad. Nah, man, again, Viggs, please don't misunderstand me. No one misunderstand me. I'm making it clear that it's not good enough from Odegaard. You know, I said at the beginning, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. But I think somehow you've been playing bad and it's got worse. And now you need to be dropped. That being said, I do think you are going to have surgery. Where I think that doesn't continue anymore, unfairly or fairly to Odegaard, is you being past fit and playing games. And at the end of the day, if he was playing amazing and doing mad stuff, I'd sit here and say, right, with the injury, I still think he had surgery, but he's playing out of his skin. That's not the case. I don't know about anyone else, but I just like to call things as I see it. Saka was making them work, and be honest, that's the least any player could do. Martinelli and Trossard were okay, but Wondergaard did nothing. Needed to make tactical changes at least early in the second half. Arteta has shown again he's not tactically good enough for this level. It's clear we need Skelly in the 6 today. Not even on the ball, he's crap. He's there for more of his underball, huh? Shocking. Rice was okay. The defenders were okay. Raya was okay. Most of our players were okay. But PSG were better, just better technically. They had 70% possession in the opening part. I hear that. But would you say PSG are a better technically side than Liverpool? What happened when they went to Anfield? They knew we have to be under pressure. Would you say they're better on the ball than Aston Villa? There was times Villa across the 2 legs made them dangerous. So far, at no point have we done that. That's what it's going to be about. It's just like Real Madrid. There's times where you have to, you're going to be under the cosh. If I go back to the Real Madrid game, in fact, the first half we started blisteringly good. Then there was a period of like the second half of the first half, if that makes sense. They had the ball, we was holding our shape and all of that, but we were solid, we were compact. People were doing their jobs. That weren't the case today. The minimum you can do is be good off it. It doesn't surprise me how PSG might have got an early goal as well, beyond the obvious. We spoke about all of this midweek. Luis Enrique said, if Arsenal get a first goal, then they're going to go into a low block. Could that be why they were so keen to get the first? What did João Neves say? He gave us our plaudits and our respect. But what did he say? We think they're more physical than us. They're better off the ball than us, but we're better on them. And we aim to control the game. Sorry, we aim to defend in the game via keeping the ball, which is a good thing to do. At the end of the day, you could have scored and you could have played better. You could have made it more difficult. We should have lost 3-4-0. Let's not lie to ourselves. At a minimum 3. The 2 subs in Bacola and Ramos should be in the highlights of this game. Unfortunately, they are for the wrong reasons. Miles Lewis-Skelly is so mature, man. Said Arteta out in. Saka was our major threat. He wasn't outstanding, but he's all right. How we rely on Partey and fans don't say give him a new contract is a joke. They were on us like flies to shit. Yeah, you could say that, but we had to go into the game with that. But yeah. Ref was bad for both sides. The shit out of the penalty. You mugs got bopped off the carpet. Got bopped off the park at the carpet. What, the team that dumped you lot out? That you lot beat in the first leg, Liverpool. Big up Liverpool, but what? Humiliation fetish. We fucked them better than... What, is that what you lot on? Shucks. Go enjoy your Premier League trophy, mate. Marino, Rice, Miles. I'm missing couple, man, but I saw you, man, today. The rest, boy, like I said, bipolar. The first half plan was abysmal. We had no clue what spaces are, players to mark. What was Arteta thinking? You guys still celebrating the beating Madrid trophy. Boy, my start boy scored. Yours was holding his shoulder. Slim, you're moving mad. The only saving grace is that Dembele. Nah, man, come on, stop that, man. We don't celebrate injuries. I hope Dembele is okay, man. That was sad. I will say with the ref though, I'm not here to do the ref thing, but there was two things that peed me off. Nuno Mendes on Saka, alleged. Well, Nuno Mendes, that's not a foul. Yeah, Saka should be booked. He booted the ball where I didn't see it, but there was that, and there was definitely something else. You're lucky for the life of me. I was reading the comment and I've forgotten now. It was definitely something else. I was vexed. Yeah, that's it. Obviously, big up Ousmane Dembele and all of that kind of stuff. But why are you stopping the game? There's no there's no head injury. When the ball goes off, he goes off, bro. It started off at Palace dropping the standards. I can't remember all the points, but it feels like before the Madrid game, yeah, we was in a better moment as a fan base as well. If I'm completely honest, man. Saka came back. We were probably in that mode like, all right, let's go for it. Timber, worst game this season. Cardona had him on toast in the first half. That's football. It should happen. You're playing against good wingers. What you think, Cannavaro? I'm not saying you. I'm speaking in general. Cannavaro, this one, that one. They weren't cooked. How does that work then? Because we praise these defenders of being elite, and then we praise these attackers. But if that's it, bro, at the end of the day, he's been good for us, man. Yeah, but we beat PSG in the group stages. We tried to warn you that PSG is different now. That's it, Marcel. I hear that, but I have all people said they're different. Odegaard doubts himself. But if you doubt yourself, bro, cut in it. I got every reason to doubt myself every day. Trust me. Big up you lot. Hopefully we get to 70k sub spot. At the end of the day, you gotta have that deluded belief, man. Like, it's the mentality, man. And the one thing I think Odegaard is a better footballer than Bruno, but Bruno's a better captain. Because I'm not saying it wouldn't frustrate me, but the one thing I could say with Bruno, at least he's gonna take 30 shots. They're all gonna go over Old Trafford, but at least he's gonna try something. Odegaard, we want to put our arm around you. I think you're a bit soft in that, but yeah, we ain't got time to carry people. And Arteta, I know you got your tactic point of view, but you might have to get him out. Credit to him because he's still playing games and that, but you have to put him at the firing line. Give that Wanyeri a run out in that. Let Wanyeri get a 90-minute experience again playing in Odegaard's role against Bournemouth. Don't get twisted, Odegaard, you might as well still play. You can't be tired. Stop this injury crap, Saka. No, that's why I think it's the mentality. Because Saka's got one leg. Oh, go away, Ronnie, mate. Big up yourself, man. Big up the pagans, man. I'm seeing United fans in United K. I'm seeing Marcel being a Liverpool fan. I'm seeing Foxy, the Newcastle fan. Ronnie, the Spurs fan. You lot don't even beef each other again. I don't mind this. Because, I mean, it means Arsenal are hated again. So many link-ups. I keep hearing that Gyökeres won't score. Those two chances that Nelly and Trossard has are textbook Gyökeres strikers coming off the left and scoring. No, Henry, it's not that. Because the XG and the heat map is not going to say this. And the Portuguese league standard, there's so much. The defending levels is this and that. And the straight arrows are not telling me Gyökeres can score in our system, despite the fact that whether he's a striker or not, Marino is finding a way to score goals. Kai Havertz are scoring goals. Saka's a bloody good player. And somehow he's finding scoring goals. Even Trossard and Martinelli, not today. But Gyökeres wouldn't bang goals for us. Only Watkins wouldn't necessarily. I'm not even saying get these guys. It's not making sense. As complicated as football is, it's also a simple game, you know. Wanyeri should have come on, bro. But that's the thing. Arteta's got his plan A. He's not trying something else. Because I think if he tried the Wanyeri thing, Wanyeri lost the ball, for example, God forbid, lost the ball and they scored, that would be in his mind, yeah, no, that's why I wouldn't do that. I'd rather Odegaard that's going to hide. You did hide today, man. Many a man hid. He hid, man. Odegaard ain't getting better. He doesn't have the ego to up the levels. He just needs a sub. Bro, nah, man. Somehow you made it happen. Make it happen, bro. Our captain. Unique qualities. Dark. Eric Sensation. That's a good name, you know. Dark comment. I rate Odegaard, but I'm looking at you funny, bro. It's like looking at your friend not trying to progress with his life, still doing the same things we were doing when we were kids. Like, come on, bro, you're still doing that. It's childish, bro. Like, I'm looking at Lewis Kelly and looking at some of you, like you lot are behaving so childish. It's got past the point of working hard for Odegaard, man. Actually, everyone should be working hard. Son has been dead for Spurs, but he's old now. Odegaard has no excuse. Let's not just make this about Odegaard. Everyone was there. Sammy Khan, my guy. I hope you're good. Would you make someone else captain next season? Nah, man. Maybe not take the armband, but certain conversations would be going on in the corridors with the captain and other people. You can still wear the band. You can still wear that. You could be the spokesperson. And that's how I look at the captain thing with Odegaard. Mad because Arteta gave him the captaincy for whatever reason, but I'm not saving him. This is why I look at it mad, because fair enough, he's given the captaincy. I'm not saying this is the thing, but the team respect you to some degree. What I'm saying is I'd love to be a fly on the wall and see the dynamics, like who controls the stereo, who's the one busting jokes on the coach, who's the one kind of, like you could kind of tell, regardless of who was the captain, which ironically was Odegaard, it was a Xhaka thing. We all know that. And we've all played football. There's some people that are not necessarily key players. Like, how do we know? It's going to sound mad, but how do we know Scott Carson didn't give the maddest of team talks or offer his points when City were winning whatever? We've all watched All or Nothing, got the fucking kit man there. Sorry, the photograph done. We know this is how it goes. Anyone that's played Sunday League, even as kids, people's parents, they ain't even coaches, tell you playing rubbish. Bring in Eze or Cunha in the summer. Only a matter of time before Odegaard gets dropped for Wanyeri. It's looking like such, man. This and the EFL Cup semi-final with Newcastle was the worst game of the season. Clones of the players. So, yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't take the armband from him, but is what it is. DG record when he goes TalkSport needs to be studied. Look, his speak. Oh. What? Real Madrid wins. PSG L. Fulham draw. I'm sure when we won in the Champions League still. PSV away. PSV home. Liverpool draw. I want to say Spurs. City. See? No. See? Can't remember, man. But I can't lie, I can only remember, I think 3 wins still. Maybe the Banduli wins. Positive side, we stopped PSG playing in the second half. That's a positive, but at this point, it's psychological stuff now, man. Good and bad. Like Real Madrid, above all, Real Madrid, their manager, the sentiment around the club, the players, they're in a bad place psychologically. Like, we're at that point in this Champions League where all that stuff matters. Marcel, I'm not even going to read your comments, man, because you know what, Marcel, stop trolling, man, because you stop trolling, because I bet you're the reason people don't subscribe, but like, man, some people are a bit more, can't really have a joke. Leading the team out with his head down. Why for that? To be honest, this result is on board and the club for not bringing in a strike in the summer in Jan. Oslo, I hear that, but generally, like the microcosm of our season. But I want to hear that today, man. No more dreams, back to life, back to reality. United, Kai, you're shameless, I just changed this badge. But that's the worst thing about Arsenal losing. It's dark, It's dark when you have to go on other people's channels. Rants on Fridays, dark. It's the life I chose, man. This massive club has a manager that won't make an offensive sub, down 1-0 at home till the 90th minute. I agree. Odegaard needs to be more selfish to score goals. Only 3 goals in over 60 games for Norway, save for Arsenal. Wait. Hey, you're Norwegian. Oh, man's Norwegian. Odegaard, you're captain for club and country. Spooky, uncomfortable conversations. No, I'm on dropping Odegaard. I'm just saying Odegaard could get demoted to a squad player if you sign someone else wave, I'm just saying you can be part of it. Odegaard, you need to pattern up. You just hate Odegaard because he got away with the handball at Anfield. Stop me. All right, cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Odegaard can be the guy. Dead the Odegaard chat now, man. Like, because we just keep chatting about him. Dead the Odegaard chat now. That's dead. DG, we tried to sit off them and got exposed. Should have pressed and been aggressive. But that's the thing that was annoying me. If one man presses, everyone's got to press. You got to press together. Why for that? But you get the point in it. Like, always just gaps. It will go back to, do you remember when Alexis Sanchez, big him up for that because we was in the gutter. We needed someone that just looked like they gave a monkeys about this football club. But realistically, that's not courageous, bro. Because you're doing it by yourself. There's just gaps are going to open. You have to press together and you have to commit to it. Because if they beat the press, it is what it is. Like, that's even down to why we play a high line. We're going to play a high line. This is how we want to play. Not just us, everyone else. It is what it is if they get past that. Football's a trade-off. It could have been 4-0. It should have been 4-0. Thank our lucky stars. Again, have to thank the man upstairs that it is only 1-0. But if you're Luis Enrique, I can't lie. If I'm him, I'm doing the fake angry thing. If I'm PSG coach, I'm doing the fake angry thing. Inside, I'm like, cool. After 1-0, didn't expect Arsenal to play that poorly. But to them, look, I'm doing the fake angry. I would have done the fake angry thing at halftime, or I did the fake angry thing after the game. But also with a slight genuineness, because I would have felt after the game that they should have that if I was PSG manager, we should have scored a lot more. First off, at halftime, better yet, I'd have said, bro, you can kill these lot. You lot, because they're sleeping, you can kill these lot. And plus, we're not stupid. We played them, their fans are not saying anything. They're not saying anything. Their manager, the fans, and the players themselves, whether they're able to do it or not, they're going to want to react. So when they do that, because that's actually what I thought was going to happen in the game, I thought we was going to turn up the pressure cooker a bit more watching it, flying. When everyone's flying forward, a bit like, ironically, PSG versus Liverpool in Paris, where it was all PSG the whole game. But at a point, they really turned up the pressure cooker, down the other end, boom, bang. I thought we would have lost 2-0 in the pursuit of trying to make it 1-1. Second leg is winnable. They don't have to score, but they don't and won't sit behind the ball. I just have to hope the players want to prove a point, bro. This is the 6th semi-final in a row under Arteta without scoring a goal. Gaffer, come on, home, man, no, man. Where's the cojones, Holmes? Big Steve, speak, bro. Speak, fam. Speak. Even when I got on the train home, like I'm at Finsbury Park, I'm just seeing. And bearing in mind, we're all doing it. There's a thingy, diverse set of fans in it. You're seeing like the white guys, the white girls, black guys, black girls, old, young, Muslim, Christian, whatever, Arsenal shirts, Arsenal program, the different classes as well. You could tell some man are in the boxes, in it, like they decided out. They got like 1,000 programs, and the humble fans, everyone just. I'm hearing a couple people on the phone like, oh yeah, no, we're doing. Guy was like, we're doing him in Paris. He was gassing me. He's like, mate, we're doing him in Paris. We're doing him in Paris. We're gonna do him in Paris. None of them Cockney geezers, they make it sound believable as well. Like, mate, no, I'm telling you, I don't know what you're telling me. You haven't told me no tactics, but fuck it, let's go for it. Odegaard is a weakling. The armband has to be taken off him. Odegaard must be spoiled when he was a kid, or he must be the youngest sibling, or he must have went to a posh school because there's no heart, bro. You've got all the ability. I wouldn't say you ain't got heart. It's just not trench baby heart. It's not the Tony Adams, Ray Parlour, Steve Bold, like even down to the modern day Omri and all of the Vieira. But like you ain't, it's not gritty, man. It's all Justin Bieber. It's Disney Channel. It's Disney Channel, man. Losing an early goal should not have been a problem. We had time to sort it out, clueless manager. And that's also true because there should have been a world of, fuck it, don't watch that. Because I'm not going to lie, Yalmar, you not know I'm a big fan of Yalmar. I always read his interviews and that. And when he's talking about, bro, we're Barca, we don't care. If we concede 1, 2, 3, we're like, cool, let's go. The man needs to start talking about that, talking like that. We're not calm enough in the first half. That cost us the goals. Why are we playing long tick? Bro, we're booting it to that. That's as stupid as me being up front. Like, I'm 5'8". It don't make sense. It does not make sense. Unless you got a Lacazette or a Jesus kind of one. It don't make sense. That's shagging Trossard as well. That again, what is that telling us? Rightly or wrongly, Arteta, obviously, Arteta's thinking is I'm gonna adapt minuscule things. But I still want to do that. I still want to lump it long, bro. Lumping it long. still gonna do that. Rice, Marino, you lot might run up there and head it 1-2 times, but straight sheg. I think Trossard was dead today, but I think one thing I'll give you is at least you sat there at halftime because I think he was one of our better players in the second half. And to be fair, there was a moment it got lumped into Trossard. I saw some heart, like so you hold on to the ball. It's like, bro, Lewis Kelly strong stores. Boy, Arsene Wenger, please talk to Arteta at the end of the game, please. Remind him about Wenger ball. I'm not even saying criticize him. Just remind him about football. It's meant to be beautiful. It's meant to be seduction. It is. It's meant to be a romantic dance. I'm being silly, but this is genuinely what I believe about football. It's meant to be wavy. Some of you might think it doesn't. I think it's got to be like a Browning. It's got to be lit. But yeah, we lost an early goal. Stella. Hey, this is why I want Gyökeres. He's the opposite type of player. Mikel loves Gyökeres' guy. He's just odd scoring, bro. We need bad that odd scoring. Marino next game, we can't play through long ball is the only way. I think I said at halftime on the TalkSport stream that let's just go for it at the back, bro. Just pack out that midfield. You might even be able to do some booky stuff, get Marino indirectly playing up front, do the little and large thing. Why? With Trossard. Marino win the flick-ons. Trossard, I can't lie. You lot, you're like quickly going, oh my God, you're back in Odegaard. DG. Because this is what I hate about being a content creator. Yeah? Some man act like I'm picking Odegaard. I like Odegaard. Well, I've said he's been dead. I don't like you enough to lie. But you lot will do that. Well, where's my flowers for Marino? Say we want about Marino. And I was telling you, allow him. He's on this. Say what you want about him. He's on the Spartan stuff. Marino, big up yours. And you lot were horrible to him. You lot were horrible to him when he signed for this football club and he's bringing up the pictures when he was an Arsenal fan. You lot the boyhood Arsenal fan. You lot pieces of shit, not me. Not me. I miss a lot, but I also score a lot. Marcel, F off, man. Say, and let's have it right, yeah. Say what you want about my club. Cool, Luis Enrique, you beat us, but we've beat Corn at you. Say what you want about my club. We ain't won trophies. We ain't done this, that, and the other. But in the last 2 years, 3 years, 18 months, whatever have you, we've slapped it on teams. In that period, we've done up United, done up Chelsea, done up Liverpool, done up City, done up Real Madrid, done up PSG, and the list goes on. I don't even want to talk about Spurs. That's dead. That's Stardog. I don't smoke that. That's horrible. Say what you want about my club. We're here now. Big dogs. Yeah, we're not getting over the line. It don't hurt. Nothing you don't say to me hurts me more. You think I care about Marcel's comments when I have cried bare tears over 2006? Safe. One of the lowest moments as an Arsenal fan at 30 years of age, yeah, would have been his secondary. There's many others, but this one will always stick out. When we lost, big up Birmingham. We lost to Birmingham in the final. If I could come back from that, I can come back from anything. But yeah, man. DG, you played football. Would a captain like Odegaard inspire you on the pitch? Seriously. Yeah. Odegaard would inspire me. Say, people, let me take off my jacket. Odegaard within let me hang it up. Odegaard within what did you say? Define what's inspiration? Because I get inspired by anyone. I like to look at the message, not the messenger. There's people I don't like in life that have inspired me. And I think you should talk to people and be around people that are from different walks of life. Like me, my footballing experience is clearly not to Odegaard's level, Wondergaard's level, Class Weezy's level, but it's a bit more council estate, concrete jungle-y, playing against older kids, getting pushed on the floor and that, having to regulate. Odegaard is looking like it's all nice and kind and you're my best friend and all of that. It's not looking nitty-gritty sardines and rice for dinner, like enough to keep you alive, not to fill you. It's not looking. Because when I look at Lewis Kelly, I know you're from the trenches. Like you understand what needs to be done. Sterling, you're from the trenches. Big up Sterling today, best player. Some of you will get that, some of you won't. Odegaard will inspire me. Bro, you're forgetting in this industry, there's no use like Odegaard. Odegaard for me, if I was a manager, I'll be 100% real. I'll be 100% real. Yeah, this is just my opinion. I'd be on the Pep Guardiola thing. If Odegaard was my player, I'd be on the Pep Guardiola thing on a serious note. You just be a good player in my squad. I'd make you captain shit. And if your form's out this world, you'll play week in, week out. And that's all you'll be. I wouldn't look at you to like what we need to look at you at Arsenal at the moment. I wouldn't look at you as the difference maker and you're gonna save us and do this and that. I don't think you're that guy still. I don't. I think it's a bit too romantic at my football club at this moment. And maybe it's a generational thing, but all I would say, yeah, go and watch Thierry. When we lost the Champions League final, yeah, go and watch Thierry Henry's interview. The way he talked, you could never say that on. You could never. The things he was saying, you could never say on TV in this day and age. But it's very difficult, and I also feel that way because, unfortunately, in my life, like obviously, shout out my mum, but my dad and my uncles, that it's that tough love in it, and even male figures that weren't necessarily family that were positive impacts. It was tough love. It was that. You kind of fall on the you fall on the floor. You have to get up, bro. There's no crying and whining, bro. Get up. And I think there's too much of this there thing at this club. Like there, it's okay. You tried. It's courageous. God loves a trier, and God does love that. That is facts, and there's elements, but bro, like the world is cruel. You know, we need to be cruel to ourselves and kind to the world. And that, for me, in a footballing sense, is being cruel to ourselves, talking about the evident negatives and what we need to do better as a football club. Kind to the world is shit for me. We need to get some Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues and all these things. So Odegaard would inspire me. Smash to that. Odegaard would inspire me because you know he's them rich duds, bro. Strategic read him, he'll bring you. Arteta doesn't like personality and crud. He does, man. He does. Ben White. After Martinelli's 15 league goals, his season finished. His finishing has regressed massively. As much as I'm a Martinelli fan, one thing I weren't guilty of was saying his potential was better than Saka. Some of you lot that criticized me about Odegaard, you lot said some wicked things. I'm not going to say usernames. Some of you lot said that. Some of you lot said don't sign a striker because we got Kai Havertz. But I'm not like some of you. Some of you said sell Partey last summer. Some of you with ex-Ramsdale got shocked for Real. Some of you said Gabriel Magalhaes wasn't better than Pablo Mari. Okay. Trossard, Odegaard, these are the guys. I call them not serious. You see them at 7-8 aside. Get on the ball, twist, step over, dot suited, dot scored, no authority, dot serious guys. You've watched them beat City, Liverpool, and Villa, and this is what you dish out. Third highest player in the world, trust. Martinelli's not good enough. Martinelli should be coming off the bench, bro. See out the game, tick. Second leg, Marino up top, Partey in the 6 should be a better performance. The ticket ballot and allocation is killing the atmosphere. What are you saying? Who else got them? Who else has been getting them emails this week about renewing red membership and that? I saying that I ain't used that for a time, you know. I've just got tickets on the Bandulu, been invited and whatnot. Fam, I'm paying for that for no reason. How long? I can't lie. Anyone that's got the red membership, I've been paying that for years. Oh yeah, I've been paying that for years. I've been paying 3 of them for years. When does that turn? Does it turn into the platinum thing? Because if it don't, that's getting cancelled. That's the whole point. Because I swear the platinum thing then turns into something. For some reason, I got like 3 of them when I was like 16, 17. Just been getting paid ever since. No captain of a side should put in a mid-performance. That's harsh. Dead players killing the atmosphere. Let's be honest, even Highbury was dramatically better than this. But Arsenal, we've never been that club that I want to be like. I'm not gonna say at Liverpool and Anfield because Marcel's here. I'm gonna say St. James's Park. I want to be one of those grounds, but come on, man, the geezers, the drillers, the hooligans, they're not getting involved. It's nice. It's full of me and Tory, and I wouldn't live in Hackney or South London or certain places in Northwest in 2006 to probably like 2011, but now I'd buy a house there. Like, I live in Peckham, and on a Saturday I go to Clapham. I ride my penny farthing back to Clapham Junction. I go to, I don't know, Marks and Spencer's and buy those canned mixed drinks. The occasion became bigger than them. They could have been on the shook thing, like, oh, we did it against Madrid. It might be a fluke still. Wait, what? Smash the like button. I'm going to wait for 30 seconds still. That's the new rule. Fuck, you call it uncle? Who's your uncle? Only 3 humans in this world can call me uncle. I have manners. Who the fuck is your uncle? Might move to you if you talk like that. Nah, I would. I big up the fans. They've smashed the like button. Bye, guy. Whoosh, whoosh. Is the 30 seconds up? How dare I be disrespected when my team lost the semi-finals? Don't think I ain't been dreaming. This is the chair talking. Don't think I ain't been dreaming about winning the Champions League. Do not think I haven't been sitting there and thinking about winning the Champions League. I should really bring out the content, yeah, on a serious note. But some of the things you lot don't see, is like, and I've kind of stopped. Like more when I watch games twice, I draw up little diagrams and bro, I studied PSG. You know, like I actually studied them. That's what annoys me because what harmed us today is exactly what the findings were telling me. More energy, man. More energy, but it was non-existent. At the end of the day, not everyone's a Spartan. We don't have 11 Spartans. God forbid, and it's a terrible example to use, but come on, man. All of us have been to nightclubs, and you know, someone might step on someone's trainers, and there's all sorts or something, and there's all sorts of threats. Is everyone back in it, or some guys? Oh, I didn't even see. You know, some guys will look like, oh, certain man will move to a girl just to say they didn't know. I didn't even talk too tough, but this happened very recently. You know who you are. That's how you didn't know. English teams are useless in Europe if their PMP is matched, always inferior technical quality on show. But that's the thing, man. And actually, I thought that's what annoys me, yeah, because I'll be honest, I think Arsenal could have used that to an advantage still, because I know Real Madrid's not PSG. And actually, you could say Villa. Actually, you could say elements of Liverpool PSG. I do think this year in the Champions League, yeah, a lot of European sides, the big European sides, of course, I'm not, respectfully, I don't think you lot are watching Red Star, neither am I in that. But I do think one thing that shocks the European nations is when, I'm not saying the Premier League teams win or whatever, but like, fuck it, we're on it. Oh, bear running up and down, spam ball, all this stuff. Because these are ballers, isn't it? Like, let's get the ball, let's do 1-2 passes, Crave turn. Yeah, like, I do think that shell shocks them. And I think you need to use that. Bare predictable. But did we learn that today? We never learned that today. We need demons. Odegaard and Martinelli are too nice. Hit the like button on the way. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna snake Martinelli. We're here. We're honest. We can be honest. I'm not gonna snake Martinelli. I'm saying you're on the bench. Rotation. You can score 7 goals. It would be amazing. We can sign another left winger. But I'm never gonna snake him. Odegaard. Squad. I love Martinelli, man. Pause. Odegaard is like Rosicky levels, but worse lately. Very interesting to see certain players scapegoat, but no one mentioned Rice or Saka for the PSG goal. Oh my god, I did. But I would say though, and you're right on several levels, bro. Man, stop talking about Odegaard now. Cool, he was shit. Even if he was shit, which has been the case for a minute now, we still won some games. We still beat Real Madrid. So let's move on to other targets. You're right. Rice and Saka did poorly. Very poorly. And actually, what did we say in the initial periods of the first leg at Real Madrid? Saka, Timber, Partey, Saliba, Merino, even Kivio. First 20 minutes, stray passes or lapses or not following runners. And what happened? And that's football, bro. Man can't be anyone that's playing football. You cannot be perfect every minute. It happens. You just need to mitigate risk. I actually think, and I'm ready to say on YouTube for any player, I think when it comes to mistakes, I'm the calmest. Yeah, we'll talk about it, analyze it, hold your licks for it. But bro, this is the same thing we play at Sunday League level. It's the same thing happening. Obviously, these lot are better than us, elite level. Like, people make mistakes, bro. You're gonna get open on the transition, you're gonna miss chances, but it's a game of margins, isn't it? Big up, bro. Pure praying, supporting this club. Wouldn't have it anyways. Microwave minutes from my man. Every time we go down, we don't win. Dark. Nasty work. 5 minutes, bro. I won't say it. Going from a deep cut run doesn't tell the story of how good a team is. The league. Marcel. Fuck off, man. Exactly. Arteta picks and chooses when he's tough. Arteta's still a novice when it comes to subbing players and making an impact from the bench. He needs to learn from this, brother. You've been at City, bro. Zinchenko, Gabriel Jesus, couple side man that have been at City over the years. They might not play like 35 of the 38 games, but there's periods when City have been winning trophies that they've come into the side, just done their thing and kept it moving. It's been the same also. Odegaard, it's over, bro. Only Saka and MLS played well. Nah, skills, you're chatting. I'm not gonna let you diss Marino. You're not getting away with that. Marino might not be the answer. He might not be a starting quality. He went out like a real G, and he has been. I'm not defending the late sub, but it could be that Arteta was saving Wanyeri for the Bournemouth game. BG, come on. BG, you're better than that. You're here all the time. You're a mod. You're better than that. I know Arsenal moved mad today, but come on, think, man. Forget the Bournemouth game. The Prem is won, bro. Champions League. Talk to us nice if we get over the line. Make the sub earlier, at least a 20 minutes, at least a 10, 15. Like, get a couple touches, have a little shot. Ah, cool, the keeper saved it. Because I know Wanyeri's on what I ain't got the ability of Wanyeri, but I know why I like Wanyeri, as stupid as it is. I know he's on what I'm on. He's on doing the snaky 1-2s. You know, when a man asks, he said, "Oh yeah, 1-2, 1-2. You're in a goal scoring position. You've clocked it already. Pass you the ball. You know, you roll the ball, you set it. I say, bro, I know what Wanyeri says. Bro, just unleash it on your left foot. Because Donnarumma spilled that, man. Marino's local. Odegaard, we're going to go there, Paris, full gas, and we fully believe we're going to turn it around. Hey, Odegaard, you're my guy, but shut up, bro. Shut up, you dickhead. Shut up, man. Big up to you for facing the music, but shut up, bro. Don't want to hear that. Tomorrow, I'll listen to what you have to say. I don't want to hear that, man. Shut up, man. And this is what I say to my friends when they piss me off. Leave me alone. Just shut up, man. Why are you telling me to shut up? Come, let's fight. Been beaten up enough times, but certain, man, I've got a couple W's. Early goals happened. It should not have been a problem. Yep. Brother, you know when a man says, brother, this team, PSG, let us press and played right through our belly. Arteta's time is up. Time is up. A lot to play for in the second leg, but everything would need to go right for us, bro. I can't lie. Second leg, you got to be street smart. Let's turn up. Just play the game, bro. Just treat it like, forget the fact that you need to score. You need just have it of a thought that you need to score anyways. It's a 90-minute game. Be street smart. Because we saw what a section of their hooligans are on. And I'm about to see the worst thing I've said. And what I love about YouTube is documented. What have I been saying to you lot? All Champions League season. Forget when and I've still maintained it. Not forget when it became Arsenal versus PSG. What have I been saying to you lot? I wouldn't want to play in Paris, you know. No, that ref saved us from a pen. I never saw it, so I can't see it. Bounces didn't go away. Brother, oh sorry. Party holds this team together. It's true, but why? We shouldn't fall off this much. Timber's been playing with Knox, played way too many games for a guy come back from ACL. We had chances tonight and a goal disallowed, so it wasn't all bad, but then PSG were better. Dead atmosphere, PSG fans were louder. Marty can't pick his head up. But if I screenshotted that and we didn't know it was in 2025, you could have said that many a time. I never saw it, man. I never saw it, bro. When they press, we can't get out. When we press, it's like nothing. Trossard and Odegaard, the only presses is a joke. Yeah, but them man are hiding though. That's the bare minimum thing. That's the cool. You're doing what the gaffer's telling you to do, but I like that, man. We gotta remember football's played with a ball, you know. Like, bro, it's easy to do the pressing thing, press, bro, but it's harder to show personality on the ball. Wait, I see threes. I see 2.5s, geezer, I see ones is what we've been using throughout our history. What was Tony Adams? What was Lee Dixon? What was Ray Barlow? What was Thierry Henry? And Vieira, Ian Lyra, Castle, RIP. We've got too many pussycats. Big up you lot, smash the like button, man. I have to give you lot credit, man, because this just proves better if you don't sleep. I always think to myself, oh my God, they're not going to be here. You only hear when Arsenal lose, though. Fuck you, lot. We don't laugh, we'll cry. And it is crying matters still. It is crying matters still. It is worth crying, man. Last season we win the league and we had the league in our hands. We lost to Villa, West Ham. Stress, man. But this is what comes to it. We're too, bro. I'll be real. It's too far. It's too far to turn back. We support Arsenal. It is what it is, man. We pray to God we win one day. We take every day as it comes. It's too hard to press with Marino in the 80s. Too slow. Big up Marino, man. But we're gonna have to hold that. This is how the man assembled the squad. The gorilla won't see Odegaard though. I can't lie, completely off topic, but that whole 100 people versus one gorilla. Let me see something. Do you think 100 people? Do you think 100 people can beat our one gorilla? I just want a silverback as well. 100 people. Hollywood DG, don't worry, bro. We've been knowing KK is the truth, Due is the truth. This channel is for people that talk about FUTBOL. Some of you will say, what's that? If you said, what's that? You could be part of the channel and you'll learn the thing. If you got it first time, calm. I can't lie. When 100 man fight the gorilla, I'm going to send Odegaard for this guy. Tim was fighting for his life. Donny is 6'7". How are you not blessed that high and strong, man? Don't do research. When they press, seen that already. The ref was dead in the early part. Let way too many things be fouls. Shook, man. Come on, look at the ref. He just wanted to stamp his authority. But we're doing too much chatting as Arsenal fans about ref. Trossard was shit today. I told you, scared not see. It's a bench boy thing. Pardon me, it was frustrating to watch Trossard hold on to the ball all the time and not try to pass the ball. What we have to do in Paris is make them regret their missed chances. To be fair, they should have scored 3. It's not VAR, it's a crappy offside rule. It is what it is, man. Where's Bert? I need the Bert picture. Odegaard has no ego to go up the levels. He won't get better. He's peaked. He needs to be a bench player like Kovacic. Damn, what did Kovacic do? Space and overlapping was poor. Odegaard needs to be sold. Bert, get it done. Damn. We have to be ruthless in transition. Too many times when PSG were misplacing passes, we gave them time to group, not killing them for mistakes. No one was carrying the ball forward enough to break the shape. Facts. The thing is, we can't sacrifice the PL games because we still need to secure top 5 so the players have cup finals to the end of the season. Sell Odegaard, Trossard, Kivior. Damn. Let's trade Odegaard for Bruno. Look at the mentality difference between MLS and Odegaard. It's a joke. Odegaard has no ego. Bruno's better than Odegaard. Not even being harsh. We brought 2 centimeters in Marine and Havertz that play much better when not in midfield. So what happens when you research too much about XGs and all of these kind of things, man, and you don't play football? This is what happens. DG United losing can't even ruin my week now. And that's why I hate United. United fans are the most shameless. Other fans are shameless, but you are the most shameless. This game was a disgrace. Arsenal got to pray they take a page out of the women's team. Xhaka, Odegaard. This is why I dislike systems 2 player reliant instead of football reliant. And that's why I look at the mentality, man, because let's be real. We've seen Conte win the Premier League, Jose win the Premier League, Wenger win the Premier League, Slot win the Premier League, Pep win the Premier League, Pellegrini win the Premier League, Ranieri win the Premier League. Insert any other manager here. How many times throughout a 38-game season did the players just say, fuck the manager's chatting shit, man? Let's just play ball, man. Like, let's just do this, man. Like, there must have been bad times. As great as all those managers are, and they might have got their players out of jail, there must have been bad times. They just said, we're just going to play football, man. We hear the manager, he's trying, his heart's in the right place, but today it's not happening. When you see Ranieri and White as the only options, you know we need more depth. We do. But Odegaard, Arteta has to hold that. He's got his squad. Every player, whether he bought them or not, is there because of his decision or indirect decision, bro. Like, this is no one. You bought Jesus. I don't know if people are injured, but you bought Jesus. You bought Moreno. You bought Rice. You bought Odegaard. You bought Kivior. You bought Raya. You brought into the team Lewis Skelly. You brought White. You brought these players. So for better or worse, this is your squad, bro. DG, what's your thoughts on the time of the subs? Pathetic, bro. Parc de France only allows 2,000 away fans, by the way. Arsenal away fans are better than the home fans, bro. That 2,000 Spartans, bro. That's 2,000 Spartans. That's the guys that can actually get into the Emirates. They could do a thing. Arsenal have unique qualities. Do you see Wenger at the game? Bro, Wenger, they're embarrassing him. Disgraceful. Moving like Man United. Ferguson just likes a night out at this point in time because I've seen too many Man United games. They've been rubbed out and they've panned it to Fergie. Keep doing it, Sky Sports, man. That team needs to burn. Wanyeri needs to be a right 8 for the rest of the season. Odegaard needs to be a bench player. Thought Trossard was woeful. Would have loved Wanyeri to come on by at least 70th minute. Timber got rinsed. First time this season, couldn't believe I was watching. Bro, it's Carrot Skeeler. I rate Timber though. Because he done what I would have done immediately. I saw it at some point. He done a late foul immediately. Didn't bang, but he tried to get him out of there. Would have been nice to have a winger like Carrot Skeeler. Timber's tired, but he got ripped today. Odegaard needs to be sold. Raya was the only outlet. He was better. But bro, Raya played better in midfield than Odegaard today. Let's keep it 100. He did. Raya was, or if you don't say that, and I know I'm exaggerating, Raya was better on the ball than Odegaard. Way better. Raya played way more decisive passes in PSG's final third, even if they were long balls forward. But again, that Odegaard thing is getting too much about Odegaard. Martinelli needs to work on his fishes under pressure. You either got it or you ain't. He ain't got it, man. But I got time for him. Finishes, sorry. He's got it. He's got it. I'm too far to turn back. Only 2 subs made by Arteta shows he has absolutely zero trust in his bench. Foxy, I hear you, but you've got to hold that. I know United I got to hold that as well, pause. I know United, Amarin's got problems, but if Amarin said that, all right, you've just walked into the club. You can say, I don't trust my bench. Bro, these are your players. These are your players, bro. Does Partey miraculously fix everything, or is it bigger than that? It's bigger than that, but Partey bloody helps us a lot. The difference is every PSG player was comfortable in the ball. We rarely get that in the Prem. I'm not going to lie. Marquinhos a bit. One of you told me I was overrating him. Love for the super chat. PSG home form plus 12th man game over for Arteta. Love for the super chat, my guy. Big up Rich. DG ref wasn't good, but tonight Arteta let Arsenal down, the fans down, and when Yeri gives him 5 minutes, Odegaard was shambolic. Rice tried his best. MLS was decent. Arteta out. Fair play. Bruno is okay. Bro, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to football, and I wouldn't trade Odegaard for Bruno, I'm going to say that, but Bruno's mentality is better than Odegaard's. In a sense of, bro, you're on trying, bro. Like, at least, yeah, I would cry, but at least you're gonna just like you're not seeing Wonderguard, man. But Expressions is the funniest YouTuber, man. I've already got it out of me. Shout out Abby, man. But I was on Talksport with Abby that she's already done the hate watching thing. I've held my licks. I can't be held accountable anymore. Haters smash the like button. Yeah, man. If you're not an Arsenal fan, come on, man. Out of all your misses, Gabriel is hitting your set pieces when needed. Gabriel, Magalhaes, and Partey, bro. I'll be real, everyone. I'll be real. Because, yeah, you're right with Gabriel Magalhaes. Partey from a tactical point of view. And this is going to sound mad, but I think Havertz, because he's missed bare key moments, but he might have scored today. He's them kind of guys. Jess must be vexed. No match reaction. Wait. Saka, since coming back, he's added way more than Odegaard. Yep. Gyökeres would have bagged goals. No, he wouldn't, because the XG. My head's hot. Couldn't Arteta play when you're in the 6? As much as I love Arteta, yeah, we got to remember, he was a Rebo. DG doing overtime shift. I respect it. I'd like to think we get some content. Rice is England vice captain and was West Ham captain. Being a captain isn't just stuff on the pitch. It's true, but at least if we saw Odegaard, I think people would have said he's not our captain, but bro, you're hearing it. A bit worried that Marino looks more comfortable as a striker than he does centre mid. Bro, that's your thing. Marino, you've shown your part of this. It's a bench thing. Sign lit guys, you can still be part of this. You can still be part of this. Come on, man. Like, it's too late to lie, but come on, man. If we were talking about being a serious team and everybody's fit, Magalhaes, you'd start. Saliba, you start. Raya, you start. Timber, you start. Declan Rice, you start. Partey, you start. Odegaard, you start for now. like without looking at your form, you start for now. Saka, you start. Odegaard, Martinelli, Marino, even though you ain't put a foot wrong. Even Lewis Skelly, big him up. But it's more so his is more you're involved, but you're young. We might need to sometimes, we've over relied on you kind of thing. Oh, text selection, man. I'm tired of this thing. DGB real. Which players do you think have the mentality to make this comeback happen? Every one of them is going to need to have it. We didn't believe these players had the mentality to do it against Real Madrid, and they proved us wrong. So it's down to them to work very hard. I'm sure Mikel Arteta wouldn't be happy, but you've got to remember it's 1-1 in the sense of we beat them in October. They beat us. They're big champion Premier League. Oh, sorry, League R side. They've got Luis Enrique, who's won this very trophy. This is our second year back in the Champions League. They have unique qualities that we weren't able to match today. But if we take what we need to improve from this leg, the positives from the Real Madrid, we have half a chance. Got to throw in a bit of PAR. Let's be real. We could have used Vieira today. Who's next from Arsenal Academy? Tranquillo, man. It's not an academy chat today. Appreciate it, though. Our bench's ability to change any game this season has been abysmal. Remember feeling this watching us against Villa as they steamed on attackers and all we had is Sterling left. Yeah, Rabino. Arteta's predictable. Turn up with the dark glasses saying, wait, bro, don't be scared of Rants. Big up Rants, but I ain't scared of no one. Rants my guy, man. If we go to Paris and do them 2-0 tonight, never happen. Be better. Truth is scary, but I support my captain no matter what. Just hope he keeps his head up. I know a guy who played on the B side to Soul's back to life. He took the check rather than the percentage down. Bro, the Emirates sounded like it was Paris, at least from TV. At the end of the day, if we play good football, I hear you with the atmosphere, but if we played good football, sorry for hating that, we might have been all right. We didn't play good football tonight. That's the be all and end all. Like, it weren't good enough. I still believe. I believe in what I can see, man. But they don't want us there, man. The ballot is a shag. The North Bank. Remember when the North Bank was turning up a bit? Arteta is tactically bankrupt down. Hey, look at Catch Martin. Not even me, man. There's nothing to say, man. But I didn't know Martin Odegaard was the only player playing out there. Cool. Odegaard was crap. We all agree Lewis Skelly was all right? Marino did a thing. Rash tried. Saka tried. Timber cooked, but tried. Saliba and Kivior. All right. Raya, all right. Is that the whole team? So we all could have done better. Odegaard hasn't turned up for half the season, according to you lot. And of course, we've lost games, but we've also won games. So how do we beat Madrid? My point being, where's the other players? In many ways, Odegaard was our man of the match. Purely because he's in bad form, hasn't felt sorry for himself, still had the bollocks to drive to the Emirates and play. Catch you making me want to do silliness, man. Smash the likes. Arteta is the luckiest manager in the world. Mentality and standards on the floor, mate. Just happy to take part. Man said define inspiration. It's always a jammy goal that does us in the semi. Remember, Gibbs slipped versus United and Part G sung like sliding in. We're dead. Does Odegaard inspire me? I'll get inspired by anyone. I've been inspired by everybody. Some of the best advice I've ever got in my life is from Mani. I've told you that before. Mustafi being a guest pre-match jinxed us. But what was he doing the punditry thing? Mustafi. Our fans are obsessed with a striker. I've been crying for the longest that a proper left winger transforms us. We need everything now, man. We need everything now, man. I can't lie. We need everything. I know Rice inspires you, Saka, MLS, Gabriel Magalhaes, Timber. God inspires me. Every day I wake up and I do this. I pray. I pray for my family, pray for myself. Ask God first things first. Forgive me any time that you give me blessings that I've been ungrateful, and then pray for what we all pray for and keep moving. So God inspires me. Time is not an indefinite resource. We've all got a limited time. We're dying every day. When we were all born, somebody done the glass thing and did the madness. So we just have to work. I get inspired by that. Time is limited. Time is precious. And I think if anyone at Arsenal reflects that, then it could be the captain. Some of you could think I'm serious. Get Trossard gone as well. Pardon me. I want to sell him for funds. I don't even trust him off the bench, bro. Who? Say names. Say names. Cal, I don't know who you're referring to there. A Grealish type situation. Henri's a real one, speaking truth and facts. Some of our fans think they hate him. 80% Gaffer fault today. He needs to explain for the sub. Oh, we're doing first name demotion. The bottling intensifies. First actual sub. Arteta's on banter, bro. You're on banter. Banter, mate. Like, fucking hell, geezer. Like, really? Like, really? I disagree with Henri, though. He said PSG was superior. I think in totality, it was largely even. They're stronger what they needed to, man. Brother been watching too much Rogan. Allow me, man. Certain man said Eddie, Nelly, and Saka have better potential than MSN. No one said that. I definitely didn't. We need a starting striker, left wing 10 and a 6 next season. Is crazy. This game showed us the lack of quality across the pitch. Odegaard doesn't look good enough to be a squad player. Without ballots, fans would be about not being able to get tickets. Waste of money, red membership. Silver. Wait, what? RM, thank you for telling me that. No one's told me that for years. The fan surprised me. I know we went down early, but 4 minutes in, come on, the noise was shite. I only hear the PSG fans respect to them. Atmosphere makes difference. Nerves creep into play. I hear you, yeah. But I want to ask all of you, look. When the goal went in the 4th minute, how did you lot feel? And if you felt nervous at home or wherever you lot were, put yourselves, you lot were at the game. Maybe some of you would. Maybe some of you wouldn't. Would you lot start chanting? Would you lot start chanting consistently when you don't believe? I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. Because you need to, realistically, the only, like, for all fans, the only man that are going to keep making noise are the dons that are burst. And we need them. We need, at no point, and why for all of this year, but when have you ever seen at the Emirates, the camera has panned here, and there's a don, a geezer don, no top on, fat belly, Arsenal tatted on it. We ain't got the noisy dons. We ain't got them again. We guys with mad piercings, Arsenal tat here or there, this mad stuff. We ain't got that. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. Did you see the club rejected the Asperton Army from creating it? Probably because of the design. But, bro, they need to let them, man. Anyone who's on atmosphere, do your thing. We conceded too early. Worst case scenario, goal went through some bodies too. It is what it is, man. Most clubs. Yeah, man. But, come on, bro, calling me crazy, bro. For no reason. I'm not, no, I've been uncle for a while, but like that, man. I think I'm older than DG. Our atmosphere gets us over the line most nights. But this is what I'm saying, Foxy. But when we can't do the Newcastle thing, because you lot are known to be up, maybe because it's more of a, like, I listen, I ain't been to Newcastle and obviously Liverpool, but maybe it's because it's more of a town, and I'm sure there's people that live in Newcastle for no reason support Arsenal and this one and that one. But I'd imagine like everybody's a Newcastle fan. It's like, this is what the town that we don't have that. We're on the gentleman thing and putting on the show, and Monkey's crazy, bro. Honestly, I back us away from home. What do you think? What I think is we need to control the controllables, work very hard, try and close the fine margins that were displayed today, and see where that takes us. If you beat them once, in theory, you can beat them again. You could say that for anything more than just football, you know. DG the pioneer. Some of you are not going to overstand that. Dembele was forced off in the 7th minute with what is reportedly a hamstring. I hear that, but what if they put Ramos out there, who, if you give him more chances like the one he missed, he probably score. But forget that. What if they do a Bacola, Kvaratskhelia thing, still a bloody good front three. It don't really help us that much. And I hope he's fit, man. I hope he's all right, man. You never want to hear people are injured, man. Understand Odegaard will be the subject and he was awful, but our attack is mid to bad. Look at the panic that Kara and Dembele caused. When is the last time they reacted to Martinelli like that? I hear that, but brother, we have to look beyond the players at this point. Who assembled this thing? Who assembled this? Who assembled it? On TV, do you see how many times they were zooming into Party? He looked upset. I can't lie, it broke my heart. They kept zooming into all the injured players. Football versus dark arts. We've seen Marino in that midfield. Martinelli shooting outside, bro. Martinelli, I got time for you, but bro, stop thinking you're that guy, man. Totally agree, DG. Some man are saying Marino and Saka were shit. I don't know what they were watching. Kara is such a threat. You can't leave him 1v1. Get Rice thinking he needs to do Saka's work, doubling up with Timber, but you can't just leave Dembele. Exactly, bro. This is where the players need to do better, but also Arteta's got to intercept that. Marino was not played where we needed him to be played. He was our best player tonight, if you're asking me. We're only a few points above fifth. Can't afford to drop or lose more Premier League games. We've seen this midfield before. It didn't work out. What made him think it'd work today? Yeri should have been on grass from 60th minute. I said Nelly is just a Brazilian Garnacho. That was a hard watch, my bro. Big up. It was embarrassing. Bro, 89th minute. I don't think I ever forget that, you know. Big up D from Fams on TV, man, because I said Odegaard will be back, but this bear market is tough. But some of you won't know this, but he said bear market. He's a Ridley Road market, more like you won't know. I'm not even from Acne, but you won't get it. You won't get it. Top Gooners are vexed today, man. Vamos, pure vibes. Made sure I had my dinner first. Was sleep. Big up you lot. I'm normally pessimistic, but I truly believe Partey will boss the midfield at the Park. We played there before against the same midfield. We'll do it again. Yeah. I believe you, bro. Come on. That's what we're gonna do in Paris, yeah? I'm with you. Gonna shout you. Agreed. Arteta puts on 1 year every 5 minutes, and he's still done more than our number 10. Calafi would have been useful today. He's a bit of a maverick because he believes in himself, man. Today we needed someone to just do something random, even though we're shit. Sometimes you just need footballers with some common sense, you know. Someone just ras it from 30 yards, hit the target. Someone have the common sense to clock what's going on, just score a tap in. Let's keep it moving, man. We are better away from home. Yeah. Arsenal fans, what's the copium pack, man? I'm gonna need the copium pack. I'm hearing we're better away, but the tie's not done. We beat them before. What's the copium pack today, man? Oh, man. Stress in my left wrist. So deep. Because when I was walking into the TalkSport office, for context, you got to like sign in and shit. I was like, today might be a good day. So deep. God damn. Sorry, people. I'm getting cramped, man. Them chairs at TalkSport are uncomfortable still. And I got bad posture, man. I normally slump in my chair, which is really bad. Because I probably spent... No, that's a lie. But I probably spent a lot of... I wonder how many hours I actually spent sitting down like this. What sleep, man. Wouldn't have it regardless, man. Big up you lot. Smash the likes. Come on, man. Well, how many likes have we got? Can we get as close to 200 as physically possible? Big up DG. Bro, been here. Bro, DJB. Because you see the one thing I rate about DJB, and he's way older than me, respectfully. What I would say about him, he is the one Arsenal content creator or anyone that appears on these Arsenal platforms. He feels the same way I feel about the Champions League, man. I need to see that before I die, man. I'm willing to do a lot for that Champions League. 100 Lewis Skelly versus 1 Gorilla. Bro, do you not actually feel, because it's late, we might as well be a bit silly. Do you not actually feel we could, like 100 people can beat up a Gorilla? Because I'm not backing it. If I'm backing it, I'm 99th and then push the 100th person. Because do you know how bad a Gorilla? You're forgetting one, a Gorilla's strong as hell. Two, you think you're one, but some of you do kickboxing and MMA and you're bare 6 foot. You think you got the toughest punch in the world. You're gonna break your hand trying to punch that. Plus it's erratic. Plus it's going to buy a couple people. Plus people are going to be shook when it sees it rip someone limb from limb and do a badness. Someone's going to be smart, to be fair, knock it in its head with something, stun it for a bit. It's going to be an ugly scene, mate. Bro, you're losing 50 men at least when 10 gorilla rips a kid, a man in half. My friend was like, do you think you could be up 110-year-olds? I'm not going to answer. DG gorilla after it kills the first few men. Everyone's going to ball. Someone are going to be like, what? Do something. Some people are going to throw something. No weapons. 100 people and 100 humans are not. And plus, if it's 100 humans, I can't lie, wherever Khabib's from, we got to find like 50 of them brothers. 50 of them brothers. All them kind of fighters that are from where Khabib's from, we got to find them. Then we got to go Congo. Then we got to go all around Wakanda. We got to go all around Eastern Europe. Then we got to go Congo. Then we got to find like a weird drunk pub dons. Like, we've got to do a madness. 100 men ain't beating a silverback. Behave. DG gorilla after it. Bro, trust me. Football, bad results make food hit different. I can't lie. When you lose, you see when your team lose, I should be adaptable to this, but you see when your team lose, it's more of a case of you could be hungry. You haven't eaten for a morning. It's just don't want to eat. I'm just going to shower. The worst is when your team lose. Like later on, I'm going to be showering. You're just in the shower, just pondering. It's the worst. Do you, man, think we need 100 man to capture a gorilla? No one said capture. Like, as graphic as it is, and is it Peter? Don't kill me. Fight to the death. 100 humans against 100 gorillas, just to the death. You've got to neutralize your target fully with no weapons. 100 people are not doing that. Capture it for what? No weapons. So forget all of that smart. Let's build a cage and it runs on the cage and we get it and then we start doing madness to it. No. Why should I fight the gorilla? What beef I got with it? Someone made a great point that PSG are the biggest bottlers in Europe. 1-0 is a dangerous scoreline from their perspective. How would they approach it? I'm not gonna say it, but you see, there's a key word you said in that. You might not be wrong, RM, but you see, there's a word you said in that sentence. There's a fan base. There's worse fan bases than the one we might be talking about. But can we even be talking about that? We're 13 minutes away from winning certain competitions in Paris. Odegaard has ego, it's just fragile. Bro, we deserve a slap for that. So does half the squad could do with a slap. PSG will go for the first goal in the second leg. Can't see them sitting back. Doesn't suit them. That's a good point. All those people won't won the league. Just played football. Ain't no system. Garbage. Ball out. Instead of blaming Odegaard, let's support him. He gets support, but I don't know about anyone else. I've loved it. For one, I always say on my channel, disagree with me. Call me an idiot. Do what you want. Just as long as you're commenting, smashing the like button. Every comment's a comment. At least I'm talked about. But my only pet peeve is being misunderstood. By all means, slate my opinion. Like, you lot are, by all means, slate my Martinelli opinions. I'm making content, criticizing and praising footballers. I'm not above that. Do that. But you see, when I'm misunderstood, that's where I get in problems. Just in case it's misunderstood, I support all these players, you know. But supporting don't mean talking about the bad. Because if Odegaard got 3 assists, 4 assists, I'll be gassing him. You get support, but it's not all him, though. Dembo's goal was luck. You need luck. It don't matter. It weren't luck. I think that's an idiot thing. It weren't luck. It was competence for me. He started the run from his own half. Sorry, our half. Yeah, his own half. There's no luck. Ain't like he scored. He banged it from 30 yards and hit 2 players and hit the post and went in. It's competence. That won't be Dembele's most glamorous goal, but it'll be one of the important ones. And it's a full circle moment for Ousmane Dembele, if I'm honest with you, because he was dropped for the game in this very fixture against us at this very stadium in October, because he was accused of not necessarily buying into being on time and whatnot. It's competence. We've scored goals like that. I actually think Kai would have helped in this game with winning the ball in the air. Kai's on the ugly football games. Timber got worked by Carroll, but he did well against him. What is Odegaard supposed to do when Arteta has put Trossard ahead of him? We're past that, bro. We're past that. At least let me see you on the ball. You pass it to Trossard and he messes up. We're past that. Martinelli needs to work on everything. Kai. Why would Kai have low confidence? There's no one to bring on. We have the weakest squad, probably in the top 10. Like, bro, Fergie's my second white granddad, I would say. But I think Arsenal fans and Man United fans, we need to sign a petition. Stop bringing the granddads out for no reason, bro. Bring them when you're serious. Yo, these men are doing the Arsenal thing now, thinking that Havertz, the guy that they got sick of, is going to rescue them. I pray for the fans. Bruno plays with ego that ups his level. Odegaard just a guy with skill. That ain't enough. We couldn't get past the midfield. That's the problem. If we had Gabby, Partey, Havertz, we press way more and play higher up. Ryan must turn Allison next week to save Arsenal. Hey, he made a big save. Don't get twisted. Ryan made a big save for us in that game. Big save for us. Was Lee bantering you at Talksport after the game? His brother Pete is my guy. I knew I wasn't making that up, you know. I was thinking, Ross, where are you? Nah, I can't lie, man. Lee's sweet. Lee, pause, wife of man being sweet, but Lee's sound dude, man. I never met his brother, but Lee's sound dude, man. Sound dude, man. Proper nice guy. Sound dude, man. Tried watching a couple other content creators. They were trying to trick me into believing we were better today. Well, this is the thing about you lot on YouTube. Football's an emotional game. You will go with whatever story helps you. It's like a girl. She's always gonna go with. Women will get to a stage where they want to be with an idiot, but he will tell her she's mad beautiful, and she knows he can't do much better. I've done madness, and he doesn't leave. I'm not here to lie to you lot. There's no point lying. What do I get out of lying? I support Arsenal. I love Arsenal Football Club. If by all means, if everything was amazing, I'll tell you everything's amazing. I don't think everything's all doom and gloom, but I'd like to think you know what I think I'd like to say my talking point. But this shit don't sell, bro. Why are people scared to bench players? I don't get it. Salute DG in the chat. It was never supposed to be easy. Come on, Ambrose, I hear you. But I lied that today, man. I hear that. It was never supposed to be easy, but it was never meant to be this difficult. We made it more difficult for ourselves, mate. I hear all of that, but loud of that today, my boy. Loud of that, bro. It's not a Mighty Ducks thing. I'm not attacking you, but loud of that. I'm on all of that, but it's not a that thing today. We weren't serious. I'm surprised our players even had their shin pads on, such as the levels of unpreparation I believe I saw. Need MLS in midfield. Fuck it at this moment. Biggest game at the Emirates since that Champions League final in 06, and the fans got shouted down by the travelling Parisians. I hear that, but the fans are not playing though. Because I'm sure there's teams that have won games and been like, the atmosphere was tired. The people that's the most mad are the same people saying none of our players getting a combined 11. Game's game. It's only one goal, but this stinks like the Bayern game. Arteta just fluffs it. Dembele was forced off in the 7th minute with what is reportedly a hamstring injury. Spotlight should be on Arteta, not Odegaard, not Rice, not Saka, not Kivio, not Marino. It's not though, because at the end of the day, there's no, I feel, balanced rhetoric when you speak about the manager, bro. Like, there's none, and it doesn't sell. He's either, both sides are dishonest. He's the best thing since sliced bread. Nothing's his fault. I love him more than I love my own dad. Or it's all his fault. Where the truth is in the middle, bro. You've done a lot good, but you're shooting yourselves in the foot. The whole club is shooting itself in the foot. The players who have the least energy for Mikel Arteta, the owners. And at the end of the day, I hope we do what needs to be done with Berta and the bullish chat coming out. But at the end of the day, the club could sit here, assuming it ends 0-0 against PSG, and we go out. Cool. We got to the first semi-final since 09 in a season where there's been bare injuries, and we all know the articles that are going to come out and the way the narrative is going to get painted, which is 2 semi-finals like the League Cup. Cool, we lost that. Went out, against United. We'll call that a fluke. Premier League, we had injuries. We all know there's no on it. When it comes to Arsenal, there's no honesty. It's all amazing. Everything, none of the variables can be controlled, or it's the other side. Luis Enrique and Hakimi both said after the game Dembele will probably be back for the second leg. Bro, forget that. Because even whether Dembele is there or not, we need to pattern up, man. Placing all my hopes on Berta. Which team you think God supports? I'm not involved. I'm trying to go heaven still. Odegaard, the type of player I won't even acknowledge on my team. He'll just twirl around. I'd acknowledge him, man. This man, DG, needs to be in the House of Lords. Sterling is alone, can't get funds for that. The fans' response reminds me of the semi-final against United many years ago, just sucked the atmosphere at the stadium. But I'm not going to lie, yeah. I hear all of this, and I've been referring to that. And it's easy for me to talk about situations that I've never been in. But at the end of the day, fuck the fans, bro. Fans are fickle. This is me being my thinking as a footballer. I know if for 10 games I'm amazing, everybody loves me. I know for 10 games I'm horrible, everyone hates me. Even if I'm Thomas Partey, for example, I give a fuck about the fans. Half of you wanted to sell me. Now you want me to sign a new deal. Kai Havertz the same. Certain of our fans thought Saka was a left back and he's this, that, and the other, and he does this and he does that. Some of the ones turning on Odegaard, this, that, and the other. The Arteta the same, man. I'm not backing the players or not. If I'm Gabriel Magalhaes, you lot are saying that you were needed me, but you're saying Marie was better than me. Forget the fans, bro. At the end of the day, I've got a job to do. I'm a footballer. I can't believe all the stuff that's gone on this season, and we're in the semi-finals. We pattern this up. We're in the final. I might win the Champions League. I go down and I could tell my grandkids I've done something. Fuck the fans. I love for the super chat, my boy. I think Havertz and Gabby would have helped a lot today, especially in set pieces and long balls since we couldn't play through the press, which is true, but end of the day, they weren't here, man. Look, this is London. Nobody gets excited until you do something. We don't back people until they do something. It's how it is in London. Bro, social, I've given up. Those who know. Those who want to do the other thing, do the other thing. I was shouting when the goal went in. I know I'm done out here. I know I'm done out here. I always get, what the hell? I bet like clockwork if I go on this Talk Sports YouTube channel, like clockwork. I know I got done there. And you know why I hate Arsenal losing beyond the obvious? We feed the content creators too much, man. The big platforms. When the goal went in, I thought we'd bottled it, thought we needed to score a goal. I did the same thing I always do. Let's keep going. Yeah, but everything is energy, fans should know. It's true, but at the same time, if you're nervous, you're nervous. And we ain't got hooligans. You don't even have to be hooligans. We just ain't got enough what we need. Like, we got nice guys. So we'll get the Disneyland fairy tales, pulling off upsets against Madrid. We'll get that. That 12-man crap don't work in London. Ticket prices too expensive for London clubs. Takes away the opportunity for proper fans to go. And you add in the loopholes and the fences, yeah. Disgraceful performance from Arsenal. They thought running, bullying people is football. They could not get near PSG's midfield. Bro, Martinelli, bro. Spence should boy you. Spence looks got Ridley Road, bro. Anyone, you know what? Ridley Road Market is some of the happiest memories in my life, but you know. I think PSG overwhelmed Arsenal the first half, but second half was different. But that's true. But again, it's on brand with what our season is, with games we've seen in the Premier League. We turn it on. Second half, we're there at halftime. Oh, yeah, you know what? We know we've been playing shit reaction. Sometimes, like today, whether you took your chances or not, the damage is already done. Come on, fellas, it's late. We've all, at moments in our lives, yeah, been dealing with certain women and they're telling us about our behavior. When they're finally done is when we quote unquote wanna fix up. Don't get twisted. I know when when the minute a woman talks to me like it's HR, I'm gone. I'm not doing the please, babes. I'd rather hold it up and just keep moving. The only copium pack is that we can beat them in Paris. %99 faith, 1% chance. Hey. Just listen to Mick Mill early days music, man. Armageddon pack, bro. That's good night. That's good night. Done. See you next Champions League. We're going to Munich. DG, mark this. In spite of Odegaard and Martinelli, we will play at Munich. 2 goals before halftime next week. Are you not believing this or are you just saying it? Great therapy stream, DG. Let's sleep on it and see how it goes tomorrow. We're still in the schooners. I ain't going to sleep, bro. 100 people beat a gorilla. You're even mad with this comment. A gorilla. All right, let's stream it. You lot do it. Let me put it on my YouTube channel. I'll back you lot. You know, you lot could do it, man. Sign disclaimers. You lot could do it, bro. Boy, you could do it. You could do it. I believe in you. Sign disclaimers. When should we do it? When's the season finish? Should we say June 1st? Where do you want to do it? There's no gorillas in London. Sorry, people. I need to get my phone charger. Get one bag. There's no gorillas in London. So let's do this. Is there gorillas? Unless they're in captivity. Free up the gorillas, man. Free up the gorillas. As I get older, I can't lie. I've never been one of them guys, but I think I've said this before. I think a zoo is fucking barbaric. Like now that I think about it, it's actually fucked, you know. Like, imagine that you're native to, I don't know, man, some indigenous island near Australia. And yeah, fucking central London. The lineup against Madrid slumps PSG. Sad to say, we've been set up to play one way. Immediately Basically, the first one, the gorilla kills, everyone scatters. 100 elite SOS, SAS soldiers, maybe. Yeah, but it's just a fist fighting thing, yeah. I hear that, but it's irrelevant. No matter what Jet Li things you think you could do, it's a gorilla, bro. You think a gorilla knows about Muay Thai? I would actually love to watch it. God forgive. Bro, 100 people slump a gorilla. Tarzan did it. Some of you man that are saying 100 people can beat up a gorilla. You lot are the same ones that think you can play Premier League and score a Premier League goal. The gorilla will tire out. If I have 100 dedicated gorilla fighters, it's not, bro. A gorilla. Me ask chat GPT, it's freezing. A gorilla. Big up you lot. Can 100, let me say SOS soldiers beat up a gorilla? I can't lie. I think if I drink enough red, I guess that word still. I don't even know if I spelled gorilla. Straight to Dagestan. You need them, man. Every F stream are open, man. Are talking about 100 man versus gorilla. I've been here for 2 seconds. All right. 100 Khabibs against 100 thingies. Calm. Just get the cats on 4th Street now. They get smoked. Decoys, though. We must score early in the second game. If we don't score in the first 30 minutes, it's unlikely we'll go on to win the game. I hope so, man. Gorilla's got feet for hands. I ain't fighting. 100 man ain't doing nothing. Them man have bite force stronger than a grizzly bear. No, boy. Bro, United, these man think only Zlatan will beat a gorilla. Some man won't get that. These people actually genuinely believe they can move to a gorilla. That's why I think it's funny. People actually think they can move to it. A man said 80 Chicago, YNS, and 20 Brixton Road, man, will get it done. Bro, you cannot get it done. There's none of that. Not big toes farms. All you man are running. I'm running for fucking gorilla. I'm not running because I'm not involved in that. You're going, actually, a gorilla, and I'm not frontline. I've always felt like you're balanced and have good bias for your opinions. Appreciate that. We low-key need to win by 2 clear goals in the second leg. Donnarumma is a beast. I'm not chatting about Donnarumma penalty shootouts. I'll take that out all out. It's loading people what it said. This is definitely one of those wild what if hypotheticals, but let's break down with some logic and realism. A gorilla, especially a silverback, is an incredibly powerful animal we're talking. That's what it said. I'll let you know the rest. I don't think Arsenal was that poor. It's rather that PSG was that damn good. They came prepared and knew exactly what to do and how to do it. Nah, man. You're not wrong, man. PSG just had to be street smart. They didn't have to pull off for Arsenal versus Real Madrid where you got to be a man. In fact, no, we didn't even have to do that. We just had to. We were street smart. You didn't push Real Madrid all the way. Nah, man. That's the mainstream opinions, man. People see why Thomas Partey should be on the highest wage. Deep line playmakers have always had the edge in the UCL. Kroos, Modric for Madrid, Thiago for Bayern, Jorginho at Chelsea, and now it looks like Vital'o could be the next one for PSG. I hear that. Worcester summer. And you know what? Remember when we went out to Bayern and they said we need players with X Factor? A gorilla, especially a silverback, is an incredibly powerful animal. We're talking up to 400 pounds of pure muscle, can lift up to 10 times his body weight. And you better think 100 can move to this. 400 pounds of pure muscle, 10 times its body weight. And you don't think you can top this up? Incredibly fast, with strong jaws and a bite force of 1,300 PSI. I'm going to act like I know what PSI is. Mazza. Naturally aggressive when threatened. Now 100 SAS soldiers, that's elite level, highly trained special force operatives, some of the best in the world in terms of tactics, coordination, and combat ability. Unarmed. If none of the soldiers are armed and it's just a straight brawl, it would be chaos. A gorilla could seriously injure or even kill several people before being overwhelmed. But 100 humans working together would ultimately subdue it. It wouldn't be easy or clean, but sheer numbers would win. Bro, but at what cost, bro? It said subdue it. That could be pitting it down. It never said kill it. Chat GBT Illuminati, bro. In fact, Chat GBT is on what I'm on. It wants you lot to try it. So do we think we should just brush every team on our way to the final? No, we just have to earn our right to play in it, and we have another 90 to go. So when did our fans think we would have no adversity on our way to the Champions League? Big up Jordan, but is it a that thing? Is that what we're doing? I hear that, man, but DG Arsenal fans need to have more cojones and maybe our team will win. I hear that, but yeah, man. Big you up, DG. Rants called you out in his hate along today. Rants called me out. What? But nah, it's too late to be calling man. Rants can't call me out. Rants can't call me out. Rants can't call me out. Rants are really. You can't. I thought we were guys. Call out, bro. Phone calls immediate. Shout out, big bro. Phone calls are immediate. He's got to be working. He's got to be working. Phone calls immediate. Yo, we say. Now here you're calling out the guy. A's up till he frees up. You're mad. What do you mean? VAR done us 30, Saka foul for no reason. It's calm, bro. Remember when you lot done it in the treble? You have to do the comeback thing. By who? What do you mean? Partey's back. It's mad. But that's you like every week, like that. You lot that happened to you lot by Southampton and that. We're winning, bro. Bro, you got cooked, bro. On and off the field, you lost, bro. It's long, I can't lie. See when your guys get off the Euro start, they get slapped up in front. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Imagine me some Party Stadium getting chiefed up. This is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be nasty, bro. I'll be honest. So what are you saying when we win, though? No, it's gonna be bad for you, man. You're getting beat by 2-3 goals in the return. Nah, we are not getting beat by no 2-3 goals. This was an off day still. Nah, this was not an off day, bro. You weren't in the game at any point. You were behind. We weren't in the game at any point. Man, they were capping. Last 10 minutes, first 10 minutes of the second half. We just ain't got enough saucy drillers, man. They were taking a piss out of you, man. I'll be real, like, I can't lie, bro. Your midfield was chasing shadows. Timber was looking like an Uber driver today. Nah, you're hating. He held it up. He got ripped, but he held it up. Nah, bro. The Brest started the game, yeah. You man would love Timber as well. Like, he finished the game. His trainers, bro. Like, man couldn't see man's socks, bro. Man was running ragged, you know. Swear down, man finished the game with ankle socks, bro. Like it was mad. I can't even lie. So you're against the people then. This how you're gonna put down another black brother? Bro, you man got slapped, bro. Like it wasn't compared, bro. I can't lie. Oh, you're a liar, man. No, I lied, man. You acted like we held 7. You had your goalkeeper on the halfway line playing diet, trying to get you character, elite mentality. You know he got us a point at Old Trafford same way. So I have to hold my licks today, man. But we go to war on Friday, my nigga, man. Let me let you bust that. Man, fuck you, Rants, man, in a bit. My Achilles. But yeah. See? Never hide in front line then. What? No one got res? 2-0 Arsenal. Shout else, man. Keep your head up. This shit ain't over. Ladder, bro. I was telling my brethren that in jail when they got double figures, bro. That's tired, fam. Yeah, Rant's loving this, bro. Bro, ChatGPT gas in it. Bro, anyone of you that can lick up 100 gorillas, you're beefing bad. ChatGPT is my best friend. Shout out to ChatGPT has helped me so much. I asked this best. Should we ask ChatGPT random things? Do you rate Deluded Gooner? Please don't blame me. If you're blaming me, the stream's done still. And don't. Oh, I should have said don't lie. Bro, it's a gorilla, bro. There's a village/tribe in Africa that hunts gorillas and baboons for food. They have dogs help. Bro, allow that. I hear that. Come on, man. We're not talking about specialists. Let players like Cabba, Butler, or Deji start the weekend. No point you risking anyone with a second leg. Nah, man. I can't lie to you. I hear you, but nah, man. Play everybody. You ain't earned no right, bro. Play everyone, bro. Play everybody. Everyone needs to go out there. Everyone needs to go there. You can't be tired, bro. Forget it. And I know I hear you lot. Logic, don't play them, all of that, but forget that. Forget that. Everyone needs to play. Momentum settings now. Let's try it the other way. Yeah, man, burnt socks. No way you're still live. I know you're hurt, DG. I just turned up, man. It's young 2 hours. And we're gonna be back at 10 a.m. 4 p.m. I'll sneak in a live stream. And we're gonna watch Inter Barca. This is a late show. Is that TalkSport? So I thought, you know what, the minimum we could be here. Did both. Yeah, Rants is horrible, bro. Rants is absolutely horrible, man. There's another tie. You never know what's going to happen. Thierry Henry, anyone that's defined as Arsenal royalty in the next, shit, ain't even a week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The next 8 days, Emirates. Arteta, it's not a tactics thing. Do the Arteta tomorrow, spend an hour watching the game with these lot. And until then, all the legends talk to these lot, man. You don't need to watch AC when we beat AC Milan or Inter Milan. That's what you don't need to just watch them things. You know what the saddest thing is? I remember when Luis Enrique scored against us. Did you make sure you bring your boots to Paris? Oh, Arteta blood. Oh, that one burnt still. Banter thing, but okay, you of all people, make sure you hit the like button. You're a cunt, mate. Arteta is shameless as well. He thought to himself, he told these not the same thing again. You need to think of a new thing. Watch Henri boil up in Prime Madrid. Horrible guy. Yeah, you're right. I always try to respect people until they give me a reason not to. The only guarantee is probably Southampton last game of the season, even though, in my opinion, 1-0 win gets us top 5. Arsenal fans, St. Mary's trip. Ramsdale scoring goals, conceding goals, sorry, for fun. Rance is loving it because he made a bet with expressions that he'll fly him out anywhere if Arsenal win the Champions League. Madrid must have given him the scare of a lifetime. Right. Wait, let me read that again. He made a bet with his brother. Expressions is doing mad things. Hey, you better get Rants. I know he's doing his thing on YouTube, but better chill out because all fun and games to your younger bro. Said, yo, Las Vegas settings. PSG are a better team. We have to accept that. It's not a bad result to try and turn around, though. I hear that, but fuck if they're better than us, bro. Like, we didn't put our best thing against us. But going back to ChatGPT, do you rate Deluded Gooner? Absolutely. Stop. You're making me shy still. Deluded Gooner has carved out a strong, authentic voice. Oh, let me sit up. Shut up. Yeah. Haircut Sulan. Wait, is it? It's bank holiday this weekend. Absolutely. Deluded Gooner, CJ, has carved out a strong, authentic voice in the football content world. His deep understanding of Arsenal, combined with his passion, consistency, and ability to engage audiences across platforms, sets him apart. The fact that he's grown his channel organically to over 65,000 subscribers, 66 still, appeared on major platforms like TalkSport, UEFA, and earned an SJ nomination speaks volumes. He is a valuable example of how independent creators can break into the mainstream football media by staying true to their voice while continuously leveling up. I don't know about breaking through yet. What kind of feedback are you looking for? Content style, strategy, or something else? Content style. Keep gassing me, keep gassing me, keep gassing me. Keep gassing me, keep gassing me, keep gassing me still. Oh, it's saying retry. We have to ask another question. Where order just play Rice at DM his natural positions. When party bosses it next week and leads us to winning, I want all these Arsenal pricks slandering him to accept and apologize. I think Enrique is petty enough to sit deep on that one goal the whole game and count every chance they get. They have the players to do that. Man's on TalkSport doing the humble thing. How, bro? How? I don't see. The wrist is naked. I don't see 100k subs. I don't even see a DJ at Baller League. I don't see Ferraris. How? I ain't even been on Sky Sports. Hey, they air me, bear man. How? It's credit to you, lot, though, and I'm thankful for any opportunity. But how? I ain't busting to nothing. How? I want no award. And I just want to. I wanted to win an award for you lot more than me, but I don't care about awards no more, man. I've never cared about them. I wanted it for you lot. I wanted it, like we did it, but when you start learning, bro, it's not about that's what sucks, bro. This is a mind games. Like it's not about talent. When you actually learn things, like it's not. I don't even want to diss people, but it's all relationships. I'll say that. This midfield rebuild is going to be rough. Oh, yes, another DG therapy session. I need this. Come on. Wow, we've been here for 2 hours. Time's flying. It's never been about talent. And what's unfortunately, the Neeks have taken over, man. Like the ultra Neeks. I've been in so many meetings when someone is saying something I don't like. I'm trying to persuade them, and I'm like, you're actually not trying to do this. But if I had my way, you would. You definitely would. There'd be no other option. And I'm a good guy, but trust me, someone like you'd comply still. You'd have no option but to comply. Like if I had it my way, you trust me. If you don't comply, choice is yours, isn't it? Look at the music industry, clearest example that it's never been about talent. It's true, man. It's not about talent as well, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be real. Everyone gets card they play the cards. Everybody's got a card. I had to realize I had a card, bro. It might not be the best card in terms of that card, but it's kind of the industry's kind of flipped. Blackie talks the talk, not a prick, not too mad. Fuck it, we'll bust it. Let's do this. And more times, you know what it is? It's the rooms, bro. You just got to be in the rooms, but you don't even know certain rooms are rooms. It's just about being in the rooms. Because that's the thing about me. You put me in a room, I make it happen. I'll make it happen. The whole reason we was on certain platforms, that's because I was putting it. I banduded my way into a room to meet certain people, and then just there's a bunch of pussy holes in this, but there's some good people, bro. Like there's for every 1,000, I'm exaggerating, but every 1,000, there's a one good person, you know. I won't say her name, but she's the reason I went on that, and I have been going on that. She, you know, like God bless her soul, bro. Like she ain't dead, but like God bless her soul. I literally sent an email saying thank you for something. Next thing I know, and when one person like helps you, and that's why I'm so, and that's why for me, I know all us YouTubers, we sit here and we say, "Oh, thank you," and da. For me, I can only speak for myself. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it because without you lot, we're not there, bro. You lot are the reason we got some level of a leg to stand on. And some of you lot's comments, man. You think bro? I'll be real. You think comments can? I'm at the point comments can't hurt me because nothing they've ever told me. I've fought through a lot. Nothing these comments could tell me anything I've never told myself. And I'm at the point that I just feel like Shaka, man. If you tell me I'm good, thank you. If you tell me I'm horrible, thank you, man. Because if I believe all the hype, I'm horrible. If I believe all the deadness, the only thing that's giving me motivation is people. Obviously, we all saw the tear thing. People saying I'm underrated. Made me think, if I'm really underrated, what would it be like if I really fulfilled my potential? I don't know what that is. Just make football content, keep it moving, but fair play. The same year Rodri won Ballon d'Or, we were talking about who was a better 6, him or Partey. Now people think players like Partey in abundant supply. Do your thing, man. Glad to be with you lot. They're building Uncle Tet a statue when he wins us the champs. You know, Rice hype. Rice is nothing without Partey holding his hand. Like that. Big up Partey. Big up Decky boy, man. 2 players that show out and show up for this. Can't believe this has been finished in 24 hours, bro. That again, another thing to big up you lot about. I do get sent things like this every now and again. Like, big up you lot, man. Keep hitting the like button. Most industries about who you know. Yep. And that's why you can either get mad or you can sit there in your own way, think about how it works, and the way to work it for you. In many ways, the industry is no different from secondary school. Because I was with them lot over there, but the Neeks, man. And the Neeks make it happen, bro. The Neeks, it's the Neeks. Pounds per square inch. Party our best midfielder, I've been saying it. That said, Rice played well today. One of our only good players. I can't lie to you. I'm not saying you. No one can chat shit about Declan Rice today. I'll be real. Nobody here can get at Declan Rice. There's not a single nobody here can chat shit about Declan Rice. Unless you want to run agendas and do all that stupidness, you cannot say Declan Rice was horrible today, man. Let's stop the foolishness. It's foolishness if you're sitting here. You can't sit here and do Declan Rice. The only player you can scapegoat if you want to be a prick is Odegaard. And cool, you can scream, shout about Odegaard till you're fucking blue in the face. Cool, Odegaard was shit. What now? What now? Seriously, big up the chairs. Facts. Odegaard was shit. What now? Goes cool. Odegaard's been shit for time then. We've won games. We beat Real Madrid with Odegaard being shit. So what now? Oh, man. So deep. I'm not going to get to go gym till like the late evening, but I want to go gym first thing in the morning, man. Fun fact. I've had 3 hours sleep today. The cramp is killing me, but I love you lot. Do you know I love you lot? You lot made me think I'm actually good at something. Like, not on a that thing, but you lot actually like, bro, I'm actually okay at something. And it's mad now, like, I ain't no one in this, but bro, the man will get like, sometimes I'll be in motives, bro. Chat like, this is the chair talking. This is not me. This is not me talking. I don't know who me is. I'm not talking. But let's just say, those are pretty babes in the darts. Pretty, you know what I mean? But random, I'm not even gassing it. Hourglass, brand, nice, my sitters. Raised it up. I've done what I've needed to do, but that's off topic. Got it. As soon as I finish, I was like, oh, bro, I see you do your thing. Right, why you not talking about the game? I was like, oh, allow me. Oh, okay. That's one sneaky thing about. There's one thing I hate about YouTube. Man, just think I'm on talking about ball. Gally think I'm on just talking about ball. Let's talk about you, darling. Let's talk about you and me and you and how 1 + 1 = 2. Allegedly, I'm coming back. Like, chair, you done with your segment? Yeah. Now I can be here. That was the chair. That was not me speaking. Did you go to sleep? You might soon start stuff you really don't want to spill. Nah, man, I'm calm. What the fuck? That pointless yellow card in the Madrid over some goofy pushing. Yeah, man, but I'm not on the blaming party thing because we knew he wasn't involved. I can't lie, Joseph. You're saying mad players' names, crazy players' names. We're not putting them messages up. 44 effing passes, 141 first 5 minutes to PSG. I knew it was a long day. I big up Rashid, man. If you're live at 4 p.m., send you the link. If you're lit at 4 p.m. tomorrow, well, today, yeah, man. Carrot Skeeter's another one, bro. Now you see what life looks like without Thomas Partey. YouTube shouts, go find me a replacement. It's dark where a football club's concerned, man. It's not good. It's no good. But it is what it is. But with that being said, man, I want you lot to go to your bed. It's like 3 p.m. I'm gonna cut up the first probably half an hour. That'll be the reaction. I'm back live at 10 a.m. I got Miles. If he doesn't flop it, hold him accountable. And yeah, man, 4 p.m. 4 p.m. 10 a.m. 4 p.m. There might be time to squeeze in my own little solo live stream, man. But yeah, man. Appreciate you lot. No, it's a thank you lot thing because you lot up at stupid o'clock, supporting the thing is what it is. And man said, big up Hollywood. Stop that Hollywood shit, man. Like, my friends say that all the time. Where's the Hollywood? My friends are running that. Oh, don't forget the Mandem, you know. Have you ever forgot the Mandem? The one industry event I got brought to. Everyone knows who got brought, but that's on a serious note. Anyways, people, we need players that do things like this.
Against this right back, Charlie, definitely.